Come on again, Austin.
You're not fooling me. I know.
Time.
You're not fooling me.
We're
I know
back.
you're recording. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
We're back for real this time, though.
Yeah, we're back.
Let's try that again, shall we?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
give it
no.
a whirl.
God, I'm hoping. Let's make it happen.
Oh my goodness, Lord! What a time that was.
Good
Oh,
indeed.
yeah.
Indeed.
We can turn it into a Family Guy skit in another 6 months.
I'm good.
Oh, immediately, I'm good.
No, thanks.
No?
Mm,
Okay.
I write with Taka enough.
Oh.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I love you, Taka.
We're going ahead and do it. Welcome to Gateway, everybody.
Wow. Sweet chrysanthemum. Welcome back to Gateway.
Nice.
It's episode 20 again. Just ignore the first
Yeah.
For
one.
real this time, though.
Yeah.
That was take one. We needed to reel it back and try
We needed a
take
clean
two.
take.
No. This is a Bethesda game. We patched it.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
We patched out the glitch where I lose my fucking Discord account.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
It should not be a
Hopefully.
reoccurring glitch.
Yes.
Remains to be seen. Oh Lord.
Spell shenanigans.
Lordy Lou.
ISCORD.
Lee.
There, I got another tweet.
Can't wait for it to happen again, and my ticket to Discord is going to be, guys, you're never going to believe it.
Oh my God! Don't you dare!
You're not going to
God,
believe
what?
it, but it happened again.
You're not gonna believe this shit.
You will not believe the week I've been having.
Freeze frame. This is me. I've been wondering how this happened. Well,
Call me Ripley, because believe it or not.
oh no.
Is that still a thing?
Ripley's
is
Believe
that
It or
still an
Not?
organization? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think so. They've got a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum in Wisconsin.
Oh,
I just like to make sure that my references still parse.
Yeah.
And
I
LA.
fear becoming outdated.
It comes for
Drive.
us all.
You can drive
Yes.
right past it on Hollywood Boulevard.
be so depressed if they got rid of Ripley's Believe It or Not, because that was such a cool thing for me when I was a little kid. All this
Indeed.
weird shit out there.
Oh.
And speaking of weird shit, we should probably introduce ourselves so we can get to some weird shit. Starting with Caitlin, where can they find you, and what are you up to?
Sorry, I just went back to the chat and replayed the reverb part.
Ah, yes.
That was hello. Hi.
Don't squeak that.
You can find me all over the internet at Boobs McBalrog. Here on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Boobs McBalrog with zeros instead of O's because Twitch doesn't like boobs. I've been working on LBX Girls, just came out recently, and also I got to announce my role in Tribe 9. I'm doing the script supervision on that. Episodes
Nice.
for that drop every Monday over on Funimation. I just did a Cookie Run Kingdom Q&A last weekend, which was really fun. It was nice to get to chat about yelling as a baked good.
What's your favorite cookie?
In real life,
Yeah.
I don't know. Shortbread, but I can't eat those anymore
Oh no.
Yes,
Oh.
you can.
because they have
Those
gluten
are-
in them.
Those are the
I'll
ones
find a way.
that just turn into sand in your mouth, though, right?
No, if you get shitty ones, Connor, get the Lorna Dunes.
Yeah, you classless
They're supposed to
fuck.
be buttery.
I'm sorry, I feel very strongly.
Proper shortbread should be
You
buttery
with
and
your
delicious.
peasants.
You absolute caveman!
I'm sorry. I just got so defensive of shortbread cookies.
I'm raising my
I'm
hands
sick
and
and
slowly
tired.
back. It's all right. No, you're in control here. You're in control here. Just
Shit got a little bit too real in the bakery, Connor. God
you're
damn.
holding all the
Please.
cards,
God,
Caitlin.
it doesn't take that much to get a trefoil Girl Scout cookie. They're the same thing.
I didn't
They're on
even
sale
say
now.
I
Like all the Girl Scout Harpies are sitting outside the grocery store entrances now. So.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
I didn't even say I disliked it.
I know. I'm sorry. I just.
I
Okay.
like the sand. It's coarse and it gets
Connor-
everywhere.
It's
Connor,
just what happens,
separately,
though. It's just.
I started something. I'm sorry. You'll
Note
have
to self.
to give me your address, and
Uh-huh.
I'll send you good shortbread cookies, and your opinion of them will change because they're delicious.
Okay. I
Probably-
already liked shortbread cookies, but yes, I won't say no to free cookies.
Note to self: make D&D character based off a very aggressive Girl Scout girl cookie seller.
Oh my god, Sarah.
gonna buy
What if we were like a band of
thinking a
aggressive Girl
halfling.
Scout cookie salespersons?
Note to self.
Ready.
Plot for Godtober Part 2.
You can make
Oh.
just be a merchant. You be
I
a merchant in
love it.
general. That would work.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay. All right. Yeah. Well, our characters will be based off the different kinds of cookies too.
oh, that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, our whole personality
Maybe-
is based off the type of cookie.
Yo, I
Yeah,
gotta
you
be
could make
convinced.
something
I
like
gotta tell
a-
you what.
Like a mala sauce cookie or something.
Like, oh yeah, yeah.
No one's ever done that before.
Not a single time, never, not once.
Nope, never heard of it.
Right. So I can't remember other stuff. Now I
Yo,
went on
me
a
too.
rant
Me
about
too, though.
shortbread cookies.
I
Sorry,
wake up and
I'm
I'm like, man, I can't remember stuff. It's hard being an adult.
I mean, we're doing Roll With Me
Yeah.
over at twitch.tv/Lady
Hey.
Pator on Mondays at 3
I know
p.m.
that channel.
PST. Yeah. All other thoughts are gone. It's all cookies now.
There are only cookies.
Yeah, that's it for me. Shortbread is delicious.
Knickerdoodles.
Have you on
What? What?
Don't
What?
worry. No, don't worry. It's
Anytime
minor.
you say that, my concern immediately goes up to 1,000.
Yeah, mine too. I'm like, man, I'm gonna hire like some kind of like
Don't worry about it.
other
I'm not gonna-
hacker.
There
I'm
you
not gonna
are.
listen
Okay,
to any
no, we're
DM
good.
telling me not to worry about it.
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
No, don't worry about it. Never mind.
Oh.
Rabbit,
Mhm.
where can they find you? What are you up to?
Mhm.
Oh man. I'm Rabbit. I'm a funny hee-hoo man on the internet. You
True.
can catch me Monday through Friday on twitch.tv/Hey Mr. Rabbit. I've been moving on to daytime streams because sometime a couple weeks ago, I was cursed by a wizard, and now I have the sleep schedule of a normie. I go to bed at like 1 in the morning, 1:30, and I wake up at like 8, and I go, "What's happening?" And I'm making eggs, and I'm like, "I don't understand." And I'm like, but other than that, I stream. Do you guys like horror games and RPGs and whatnot? Because I do that a lot. I think horror games are weird when you start them at like 2 in the afternoon. The sun's out, but you know what? Still a good creepy time. Who cares? It's fun. So yeah, horror games, RPGs, retro games. I also do visual novels. Games I have played recently are Inscription, Omori, which is let's see, Max Gentleman Sexy Business for some giggles to offset the horror blood frenzy. Tales of Arise, World of Final Fantasy, RuneScape, which is probably the most retro MMO known to mankind. Those are the things I do. In addition to my stuff, Monday through Friday, on Mondays at 9 in the afternoon Eastern, 9 Eastern, I'm on Colonel Cheru's channel doing the voice of Yasuhiro in a fan dub of Danganronpa. On Tuesday around 8-ish Eastern, I go ahead and play some fun board games with this big bearded guy, Connor. I
Hi.
do that on his channel, which is Distortion Devil. On Friday, I go ahead and do wrestling announcing on Friday Night Flashbang, the best show that's sometimes moved to Sundays. And you can catch that at 8 Eastern on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco. And then you can catch me here. Other things coming up, I might be part of a Vampire the Masquerade campaign on Sundays.
Ooh.
Where you can catch me as a Ventru pirate. Pretty awesome, like some kind of like undead merchantman. So yeah, that's pretty much me. Funny you, man. Hey, Mr. Rabbit, come get you some. Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Excellent. Lanny Pator, where can they find you? And what are you up to?
Moi, you can find me all over the internet at Lanny Pator, except on Instagram where it's Land1Gram. Feel free to follow me for animal pictures, food pictures, and gym selfies. All free of charge. Lucky you.
Oh my
Beyond that, on Monday, as Caitlin mentioned previously, we got a little campaign called Roll With Me. If you're not all RPG'd out over here, feel free to pop by because somebody thought it'd be a good idea to give the god of necromancy some mind flayers, and some shenanigans are abound in a cave that may have been. Anyway, tune in. Shit's getting real.
Yeah, no, it seems like it's a
That'll be
time. Whirlwind.
It's a good time. It's a good time. Beyond that, I just finished playing Sleeping Dogs over on my channel, one of my favorite games of the 360, and I'll be moving on to another martial arts game, Sifu, when it releases on Tuesday, so feel free to drop by, check that out. Other than that, tune into the Talkcast Pod Show on Stream 4-Star this Wednesday at 3 o'clock Central Time. That's me.
Right on. Sarah, where can they find you, and what are you up to?
You can find me on Twitter at Sarah with an HM with an E. Willia. I don't really have anything new to shill. I mean, new episodes of Hello Kitty come out every week on YouTube, and that's a thing, I guess. I'm being bullied into shilling. I like this week's episode. It was the Ren Fair episode.
There you go.
Ooh.
Look, the Hello Kitty stuff is pretty awesome, to be fair with you.
Can't wait to go
It
back
was a
to
good
Ren
episode.
Fairs.
They had two of them dressed up as like Star Trek type characters, which is something that happens at Ren Fairs.
Oh.
Because they pretend that they're Star Trek people coming to an undeveloped planet.
Aw.
I've seen that
It's a
before.
cute episode.
Kind of cute.
No, it's not Caitlin. It's the BF Phil poking at me. Stop it.
But
Anyway,
I'm
that's
there,
me.
looming in spirit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
He's
Connor?
just bones.
How about you, Connor? What you up to?
Just
Yee.
yeah, what are you doing?
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Although my Sunday streams are probably going to be put on hold for this month because I am taking some acting classes, and also some other things are going to take up a lot of my time. So, yeah.
Why?
Yes.
bro.
Other than that, Tuesdays are Tabletop Tuesdays, where me and the boys play some tabletop games, card games, stuff like that. Fridays, Friday Funhouse, where I have some fun and play some party games with my friends. We played some Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise is so good. Hey, yo, what weapon do you use, bro?
On this character, I use when I'm playing with other people, I use the bow, and sometimes the sword and shield. And when I'm by myself, I either use the longsword or the dual blades.
Oh man, dual blades are pretty cool. I remember using those in the world. I'm a light bowgun kind of fella myself.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Badass
awesome.
weapon.
Oh yeah.
Saturdays before either this or the Prince Division, I'm playing Yakuza 5 Remastered. Getting close to the end of that game soon here, probably. And Sunday, I already explained, but usually I'm playing the Banner Saga. We're on the Banner Saga 3, the third and final act of this grand, depressing Viking story. Other than that, check out Dead House Sonata. game where you play as the dead to fight the living. Should be out hopefully sometime this year, but if not, don't yell at me. Yes, they've got a playable demo out now that is got some cool stuff down the pipeline. Be sure to check them out. And also check out my DM's Guild, where I release 5th edition content, including subclasses. And if you want to pick some up, leave a like and a review.
Nice.
Other than that, before we get started, we got to thank our wonderful sponsor for this evening's escapades, Die Hard Dice.
I got dice.
Oh,
yeah.
hold on. Dice!
There it
Thank
is.
you. It's like, ugh,
Those are the ones.
I've got needs
Doesn't
for
feel
that
right
now.
anymore.
Take that, people who yell about it in the comments.
I debated
read.
I debated buying you like some like sugar glass breakaway bottles. Just so you
Oh
have-
my god.
Oh my god, I still want.
Oh,
I would.
God.
God,
They're-
yes.
They're expensive. Like
They
hell.
are?
They're like like $100 for 16 of them.
Holy, I would go through 16 and like.
Yeah.
You hand me a box of like sugar glass, it is like bubble wrap to me. I'm like, oh boy.
Here I go. Psh. But yes,
Slamming them around like pop rocks.
America. You know what
Yeah,
else?
we
is-
should go to Goodwill, get a bunch of plates no one's gonna miss.
And you know what else is unbreakable is Die Hard Dice. That's a lie. You could probably break them, but it's awful hard to because they're made of high quality
die hard.
materials. They do die hard, especially if you roll them in a Die Hard Dice rolling tray, unlike me, who just missed. I need to go under my desk and retrieve that D20, but I'll do that later after I tell you that the place you can get dice and dice accessories is dieharddice.com, and if you use the code, oh man, that is way underneath there, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10% on your order at Die Hard Dice.
Man!
Die Hard
You
Dice.
save all sorts of money by using the code Unexpectables with an exclamation point.
That's right, and also some of that money comes back to us, so we can keep making these fun little tabletop shows for you.
Doesn't that sound like a great deal, y'all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
And I got some other people I want to thank before we get started here. We've got Distortion Devil, thank you for the 21 months. Thanks to Probably Not
Oh,
a Mayor
wow.
for the gift sub. Thank you, Probably Not a Mayor. And thank you, Distortion Devil. You're welcome. Werewolf into Speedo, thank you for the 22 months. I swear, officer, I have not been here for 22 months. What the evidence says otherwise. Objection! Crabbius, the Great Crab, Crab Poor, thank you for the 100 bits. Too hype for this episode. Constable Mutton, thank you for the 100 bits. Reload that autosave and hope the game doesn't crash again.
Oh my god.
Constable Mutton, thank you for the 100 bits. Norviticus, thank you for the 200 bits. No shenanigans this time, Discord. Yeah. Dragosoon, thank you for the 16 months. 16 months down and 5 months to go for the 20 rand.
Anyone?
McDave, thank you for the 13 months. Yay! Caterpillar, thank you for the 18 months. Luke the Lucas, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh god, I've been needing my gateway fix. Very excited for tonight. Zenlita, thank you for the 300 bits. Ripley's check this shit out. Gorilla Geek 20 rand, thank you for the 80 bits. Remember, kids, it's not murder, it's friendly sabotage. Sergeant Tucker, thank you for the 100 bits. So what happened last week was Discord booted Connor. Distortion Devil? Guess you were jumped by a Discord devil. Aha. That is a funny reference.
Oh, so funny. So don't we all laugh.
Hilarious situation I found myself in. Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. Connor, I think I figured it out. There is one thing alive dastardly enough, vile enough, and devious enough to shut down your Discord for that long. Sephiroth! How does he type keys? How does he know these things? Sephiroth! Papusa Monkey, thank you for the 100 bits. We back in St. Louis. Big Art 61991, thank you for the 22 months. Awesome Yo, hype for this. Crow the Immortal, thank you for the 22 months. Geo Emperor, thank you for the 8 months. Thank you all for the joy and laughter you share with us. You're all beautiful people, and you make the world brighter every day.
Aw.
Shucks. The Welcome In, thank you for the raid of 67 people. How's it going, everybody? This is the Unexpectables.
Hey.
We play lots of tabletop games here. We've got our 3 main shows right now. The Unexpectables, which is a 4-year-long campaign that is coming to a head right now, actually. That is on Wednesday nights. And Saturdays is This Gateway, a Fallout-inspired post-apocalypse campaign set in St. Louis. And every other Saturday is the Prince Division, which is sort of modern fantasy police division, where 4 officers investigate crimes perpetuated by magical folk, or perpetuated towards magical folks known as princes and princesses.
Mm-hmm.
And welcome. Welcome in. Gorilla Geek, thank you for the 4 months. Thanks to Probably Not a Mayor for my gift sub. Die Hard Dice, the only dice where you can possibly bludgeon someone with. Don't ask how I know that. I mean, you can technically bludgeon anyone to death with anything if you try hard enough.
Yeah, like my phone.
You
I
just
throw it up
gotta
against the wall
believe.
'cause it keeps pinging. Forgot to silence that. Oh, Rabbit, you silly bitch! Right there.
Everything's a weapon. Everything's a weapon if you have the motivation.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And thank you, Gorilla Geek 21, for the 80 bits. Discord, you want to access your account? You didn't think you were hacked? Fuck you.
Oh.
No, the Discord support was actually quite helpful, but they couldn't contact me because of some bullshit.
So cool.
Oh.
I got like 80 messages in my account, like we aren't getting any message back from you, so we're gonna close the ticket. And I'm like, no, wait, fucking they fuck my bullshit up. Wait, please respond.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No.
That's fun.
I got bamboozled is what happened. But before we get started here, I'm going to grab a drink of water, and then we'll go ahead and get started with Gateway.
Good plan. Hello, chat. We get to look at you for a while longer.
Hey, look at your
And
beautiful
you get to
faces.
hang out with us. I'm sorry.
Shining eyeballs. Well, how many eyeballs? 244 pairs of eyeballs? That's at least 488 eyes. Give or take.
No, that's at least 244. Every single one of them could have one eye. Wait, no, there could be some with 0 eyes. Oh my god, I'm awful.
Okay,
Just
okay,
think
so
about
there could be
improvised
anywhere
weapons now.
between 0 and 488 eyes looking at us right now.
Crazy.
Oh,
Sure.
wild. And don't even get me started on fingers. Holy shit.
I don't want to have to correct, but if they have 0 eyes, they aren't looking at us. So at
But
least,
they could be
so at
sensing
least
us.
one eye. At least one eye is looking at us.
That might
There
be
we go.
fun, though. At least one. I'd like to be perceived by a cyclops. Or a pirate.
They don't have to listen. They don't have to look at us though to listen.
Is also true.
That's true.
So assuming, okay, now we're on to ears.
Mhm.
Those do also normally come in pairs,
Yeah.
but we can't assume.
Hmm.
But if they are watching, they would have to be able to hear at least some of this because there's no closed captioning. So each of them has to
Correct.
have at least one ear, which means at least 244 ears are listening.
Still
That's
just thinking about
uh,
improvised weapons.
I'm thinking about shortbread cookies.
That too.
Oh my
I would.
god.
I could chew my arm off and bludgeon
What's
one of you
what's
to
a
death
good
with it.
brand of
Oh,
shortbread cookie? Because
with
I
no-
don't go hunting.
Walker.
Six.
Walkers.
Lorna
Walkers is good.
Dune. Lorna Dune. That's where
Lorna
the
Dune.
realness is.
I was half listening. I was like, "What do you hunt a cookie with?" And I was
That's
like, well,
Lorna,
probably a
Lorna
hunting
Dune
round,
sounds
but-
like a sci-fi heroine.
Just really quickly, Sarah, did you just threaten to pull off someone's arm and beat us with it with no cause?
No, I was thinking about improvised weapons and how you can kill anyone with anything if you try. And I was just like, I could just chew my own arm off and bludgeon someone to death with it.
Okay.
Thing I could do.
Isn't that how
So
the
it's
You're
Shia
not
never
LaBeouf
your
getting
song goes?
arm. our arm. It's your arm, and you're bludgeoning us to death with it.
Well,
correct?
it'd be very rude to take someone else's arm without permission, but I got my own.
The bludgeoning to death part still is kind of up in the air of like socially acceptable behavior, though.
Well, it depends.
Sarah, I'm just down with the fact that if you get mugged, like, your first response is just feral animal. Like, they're like, give your money, and you're like,
I would be just like I've seen a gif of a crab just rip its arm off and say, fuck that.
Oh.
Just like, I'll fucking need this shit.
There have been some days at the gym where I felt like that. It's just like, I don't need these right now.
I no longer vibe with this arm.
But then doors would be a problem.
Speaking of doors.
Is it time to open some metaphysical ones in our mind?
Indeed.
Okay. All right. Bye, chat.
Down with it.
Bye, chat.
Goodbye, chat.
Goodbye, chat.
But first,
farewell, chat.
But first, I'm going to say thank you to Magic Ninja Go, 10 years of Spinjitzu. Thank you for the 100 bits. How's everyone been? I've been trying not to die in Hisui. I don't know what that means, but don't die.
It's the new Pokemon area in
Oh yes.
Arceus.
And Oathbreaker John, thank you for the 100 bits. Let's see, I got my driver's license. Fight the Pokemon God. Now I'm counting the weeks until the grand finale of the Unexpectables. It's one of the shows that got me into D&D. The first was TFS at the table. Well, now I'm gonna go cry.
Oh.
Ugly cry, Oprah, just like, just really fast, just. God, can you imagine all the tears just shoot out just like a water cannon? This hypercannon's crying like half a second.
Become Metal Gear Ray for like a half a second. Anyway. Let's go ahead and get into tonight's episode of Gateway.
Ooh.
When last we left the runaways, Apex the Wildman, Cynthia the Nurse, Louise the Scavenger, and Alvin the Mechanic, the gang began to familiarize themselves with the town of Riverside, Alvin's home, and one of the last bastions of civilization left in the wastelands. Bossman, the old ghoul in charge of the St. Louis Machinists, accompanied the group to town hall after introducing them to the mayor of Riverside, a serious and businesslike woman named Maria. After explaining their situation, Maria welcomed the runaways to Riverside, but expressed a possible future need for aid from them. In handling the myriad of hot water they found themselves in. After having a rare, icy pre-war treat, they headed back to Boss Man, who was waiting for them with a surprise, a nearly fully refurbished Corvega Blitz. Boss Man explained the only part he needed left was a replacement transmission, and the old girl would work again like new. Also, one of Alvin's friends, a ghoul named Point Man, seemed to recognize Cynthia, much to both of their shock. How will this drama play out? Find out now on tonight's episode of Gateway.
So,
Apex shakes his head in a sudden, is trying to shake off the sudden feeling of deja vu.
yes, you all briefly notice the words "save loaded" in the top right corner of your vision before it disappears briefly.
Louise, y'all took the Wild Wasteland perk, didn't
That's
you?
crazy.
Why do you always blame me when this happens? Always me.
Oh, well, it's because I took it too, so.
Ugh.
I just figured, we just double up on it and just, maybe like a flaming death cloud.
Meanwhile, back in reality, you like a bullhorn or something.
The fart. It's the fart, Connor.
So,
kitten, what do you call it? Kitten wrangler.
just like a beep that only you guys can hear. Anyway.
Yes.
So, Point Man sort of takes a shaky step towards you, looking you up and down. Cynthia,
It's
Uh,
really you, isn't it?
uh, yes. Do I know you?
My God. You probably don't recognize me, but I'm James. James Carpenter. We went to high school together.
James? And her shoulders kind of go slack. Her eyes are like light up a bright, almost white pink.
I
I
never thought I'd
can't.
see you again.
But I thought you died in the war.
They told me you died.
Well, I did. I mean,
But you're here.
yeah, in my own way. Everything about me is still here. Kind of knocks against her head.
How?
I,
You're not like one of those robo-brains. And you're not a ghoul like me. So,
well, I sort of have a. There is a. There's so much to talk about. Where do I start? I I woke up not too long ago. I haven't been awake the whole time since my physical form passed on. But I woke up and technically there is a robo brain in here, but we're separate. Everything about me as I remember it, it's still here. I'm still me. Are you still you?
I mean, other than looking like beef jerky that's been sitting out on the road for a week, I'm pretty much the same.
She'll take a step forward and reach her hand out and cradle the side of his face. Look at his eyes.
You
That's you.
see the sort of green, like the color of dollar bills, eyes that have seen so much red and bloodshot just due to the nature of him being a ghoul. He, despite everything, he still seems like he has the appearance of a young man. Sort of as if he was frozen in time when he was burnt.
Now, I'd recognize those eyes anywhere. Oh, James.
I still can't believe it's you.
Feel like we have a whole lifetime or two to catch up on at this point. What what happened after you enlisted? I was hoping we'd be in the same regiment, but we parted ways, and then Anchorage, and now here.
I was at Anchorage when we retook it.
You were there.
Yeah. I was there for it. But I don't recall seeing you there either. After that, I got sent home on injury leave. That's when the bombs fell. We had a vault
You
picked out because of the military service I was in. I was basically handpicked to be in a vault, but I didn't make it in time.
Oh,
The bombs fell before I could get into the vault. And, well, when that wave of radiation hit, this happened.
you survived, is what happened.
Well,
You always were a fighter.
I survived, and the world died around me.
Well, it's not all dead yet, and now, apparently, we find a new normal. She gives a really soft and warm smile to him.
He he looks into your eyes and he has sort of a bitter expression on his face.
All those years. And now we find ourselves back here. We're the same, but we're different.
I'm glad. I can't say that I don't wish things were a little different for the both of us, but I never thought I'd get to see you again.
Yeah, me neither.
You were sorry. She kind of starts looking around, realizing that they're still in a group of people.
Yeah, when you start looking around, he also sort of raises his head and leans down and picks up his rifle and
I want to imagine everybody who's like listening, just as soon as they notice, just do that cartoony thing where they turn their head really fast and just start whistling. Like,
Well, I feel like you just introduced yourself for the first time to everyone.
Yeah. Guess that cat's out of the bag now.
Well,
But to you, I'm still Point Man.
and he just looks to the rest of you.
Oh no, I figured that's where that was coming, Point Man.
but
We-
I can still call you James, right?
I mean, I don't mind.
Her eyes turn like a blushy pink.
He sort of notices that and like looks shyly to the side.
We got a lot
Well,
of catching up to do.
yes, I think it would be wise if you and I talked when there wasn't an audience.
Right. You, got some... Sounds like you got into some rough shit. You know,
Putting it lightly, I think.
if you ever need someone who's good with a rifle, I'm right here.
Cynthia looks at the myriad of guns that she's holding. Well, couldn't hurt to have a sharpshooter around. I can see why you thought fondly of Point Man, Alvin.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I'm telling you, all this is absolutely new to me. You don't talk about space. Hold on a minute. I'll just. You know, I think Boss Man needed this, Point Man. Give me just a second, and Alvin will just grab a random toolbox off of like a shelf or a crate and just walk.
Oh no! Oh no!
Louise
No.
will kind of see that and sort of be like, I'll go keep him company. Oh, she'll wave to Cynthia. To Point Man, she'll do the thing with the fingers where she like points her eye towards him. It'll fall after Alvin.
Oh, don't worry. I'll give you two some space now. Just don't y'all worry. Just Y'all tell me the coast clear. I see Point Man glaring at me. You're glaring at me, Point Man? Okay, I'm walking here. I got tons of... You know me, got tons of things fixed.
After Alvin and Louise leave, and once you and Point Man are alone, that's when Apex returns after finishing his comic book.
Oh.
Did I miss something?
Oh, well, this is Point Man, and he and I went to high school together. We were very, very good friends.
Well,
Yeah.
is there dinner?
I think that Louise and Alvin went off to find something. So you should probably follow them since I can't eat and all that.
Right. All right. Well, I'm going to go to bed early after that, and then we'll go to the car thing tomorrow. All right.
Yes. Car. Good. Yes.
Nice to see you again, Point Man.
Yeah.
All right. Apex walks away.
What's with that guy?
I don't know if I can put it to words. Have you read a comic book with like a superhero in it?
What do you mean, like the Silver Shroud or something?
Yeah, yes. Like that. So imagine if he was like a superhero, and then when he goes on an adventure, he draws a comic about it, and he's called the Apex, and then he leaves his comic book so that people can find it. But in this instance, the superhero was real in a way, just far more violent.
More violent than the Silver Shroud?
Far more violent.
That's crazy.
He did take the insides of someone and create sort of a interior decoration.
Issue number 539.
Jesus, why is it?
Yeah, he does that as well. He sort of appears from the shadows. Apex, you should really hurry up after Louise and Alvin. I think they were.
I forgot my bag in my room. I'm leaving now.
Okay, thank you, Apex. Anyway, that's his that's a thing that he does.
I got you.
We all kind of got kidnapped together, so sort of a
Right.
chosen family kind of thing.
Speaking of family.
Yeah, about that.
That's
We're
some
in
deep
a
shit.
little bit of trouble, I'd say. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well,
I
we
can't
can help in any way we
leave.
can.
I just don't know. I don't know. I was a little more willing to throw this life away, if I'm honest, until now. I thought it would have saved the one who brought me back. I mean, I already I left this life once, and it would have felt right to leave it. The whole world I knew was gone. But now you're here, and I don't know if I could leave it in good conscience now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's selfish, though. I don't know how you
You already gave your
feel.
life. You already gave your life for a cause once. You shouldn't have to do that a second time.
Maybe. But is it just selfish of me to want to get to know you again?
No, I don't think so.
Or is it just selfish of you because you want to get to know me again, too?
Oh, cut it out.
Oh, you know I like teasing you.
Yeah, well, I was handsome back then.
Who says you're not handsome now?
Ask pretty much anybody out on the street. And also ask every mirror I've ever looked in since the world ended.
Oh, come on. Handsome isn't a surface level. Handsome is who you are.
Hmm.
What makes you attractive isn't what's on the outside, and it seems like, based on the James I'm talking to now, you haven't aged a day.
Well, I feel old.
Well, you're only what? A few more decades than a grandfather?
Cynthia, I'm 200 years old.
Oh, right. Forgot about how much time passed.
220 to be exact.
Oh, right. I haven't been awake that long, so time hasn't been quite the same for me.
Hmm.
I don't know what we're gonna do, James.
You said you needed.
has-
You said something about them having somebody who brought you here. Hmm. I don't know how I could help, but I'm willing to do what it takes to help you out.
Well, I'm grateful for it. We'll get this car situation settled and then see what goes on from there. We
Yeah.
don't have too much time.
Those fucks from the family won't see it coming.
I certainly hope not. I'm a decent driver, as I remember, but guess till I get behind the wheel, we can't know for sure.
Suppose not. Some things you can't unlearn.
True.
Well, if you get something figured out with how to save your friend, let me know. And I'll put forth whatever resources or manpower that I can muster, and I'll make it happen.
I appreciate that. I know that you don't have to.
I know I don't.
Been through enough on your own.
Well, babysitting an old man and a doe-eyed little kid like Alvin, it's not all it's cracked up to be. I could use some
Whatever
action, as a matter of fact.
Why am I not surprised by that?
Yeah.
Got a taste for the fight and now you can't get enough, is that right?
Mm. I only ever shoot rat roaches that try to come into town, or try and scare Brahmin away that are trying to run on through. Stand tall towards bandits who try to rob me on the road every now and again. I haven't seen any action in what feels like years. And besides, this is going towards a cause I can believe in, too. Just like the good old days.
Fair. Taking down the family would be certainly a step towards bettering this dust ball of a planet.
Hmm. I can agree to that.
Well, I wasn't expecting such a pleasant surprise to my day.
You should see how I feel.
I do hope I'll get to see more of you.
Yeah, you will.
Are you tethered to the town, or?
I can... I owe Boss Man. He's kept me busy, kept me working, and kept me paid and fed for all this time. We met shortly after the bombs fell. We've pretty much been glued together ever since, but no, I can pretty much leave whenever I want.
Well, that's good to know. Dangerous out on the roads and all that.
Yeah,
I am sorry the world's been so unkind to you, James.
well, I'm not the only one. It could be worse. We both could be dead. Then again, that might be better. For all I know, that might be better. You're the only one who's died.
Well, not much to say about it, really. It's not as exciting as all this.
Hmm. So I guess there's no heaven, huh?
Uh, I can't say for sure. It felt like I was maybe drifting along, and then I woke up at the institute.
Hmm.
But it was a different kind of being, so I don't know, it's a little hard to explain. It was like I was off but not gone. If that makes sense.
Hmm. Well, I suppose not knowing's better. Well,
Probably a little easier, anyway.
hmm.
Well, I think I might have rattled Alvin a little bit. Should probably check in with everyone, see how they're doing.
Right. One more thing.
Yes?
You should know. I wasn't the only one that didn't make it to the vault and ended up like this that day. Another nurse like you, Kathy. She survived as well.
Was she from my school?
She went to school with us. But I don't think you two hung out all that much. I don't know.
Vaguely recall her. I remember seeing her in the yearbook from the year prior, but... Huh.
She's
Well,
one of the machinists now. She patches
is
us
she?
up on the road.
She's
A ghoul.
here.
A ghoul like me, but she's not here right now.
Well, wasn't expecting there to be two nurses on the field.
I don't think any of us expected you.
Well, that's fair. Definitely not like this, either.
Hmm.
I do hope this meeting isn't short.
Hmm. Me either. We got a lot to catch up on.
That we do.
But right now you're busy. And your new friends need you more than I do.
Well, that's questionable, but nothing to be done about that at the moment.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, it's really good to see you, James.
You too, Cynthia. I'll be here.
And I'll be back.
You better be. I don't want to have to
Oh,
go
I
to two
will.
funerals for the same broad.
You went to my funeral?
Well, yeah.
I always knew I could count on you. Well,
So you-
I'll do my best not to pass away a second time.
That's all I can ask for, I guess. All right.
You best not do it the first.
You're in more danger of that than I am right now.
Fair
As far as
point,
I
bounty
know,
on
I'm
the head and all
immortal.
that. I hope so. And if that is the case, then I hope I get to stick around for it. Well, I'll see you around, James.
See you, Cynthia.
And he sort of gives you like a 2-finger salute as he turns and goes back to the room where you guys are keeping your prisoner.
Cynthia, as she is as she sees him go back in the room, kind of checks over her shoulder a couple times, and then does little punches at the ground and dances around in a circle. It's like yes, 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 yes. Then composes herself, smooths out her dress, and walks back to the group.
Apex is just sitting at the table eating whatever they had. And then I told him, you can either die a collared dog or live free like an Apex. And I think he took it. I think.
That's probably one of the more powerful lines I came up with.
I thought so. I had to write it down when I finished.
It's good
No,
poetry.
absolutely.
Good poetry in
Yeah.
that.
No, I agree.
Oh, there. Waves when he sees Cynthia.
Cynthia's eyes are bright pink.
Well, howdy. I think there might have been a pool of caps somewhere around here for anybody who could go ahead and crack Point Man from looking all grim and graven to. I think he smiled. Actually. That's unreal to me. Wow.
I think that he may have given a facial twitch in that sort of yes, he did.
Coming
As-
with us.
I think he might. He said he's not tethered to the town, so no reason not to.
As Arkoff is so fond of doing. You know that smile SpongeBob does when Squidward likes Krabby Patties?
Oh my god.
Louise is kind of doing that, which is very creepy when you consider her grins are very off-putting to begin with.
Do you need to do that, Louise?
No, but it's fun.
Oh my lord. Well, I wasn't expecting anyone from the before times to be here. It was enough of a stretch for me to be here in the first place.
No, I'm telling you. I mean, I didn't know much about Point Man. Knowing about Boss Man really did, but I mean, what are the odds? I'll tell you. I mean, really, what are the odds? Honestly, I'd like to know them. Actually.
I couldn't possibly say.
It's so rare. We're so rarely getting nice things in this particular new world we're in, so meeting an old boyfriend's nice, ain't it?
Now, hang on.
Apex's
never
eyes light up.
said that that was the case. That it
Oh.
just eat your food.
Apex
Heavens.
just nodding.
All right. No, all right.
No, you're totally convincing. I believe you.
You don't.
Does he have a tragic story?
I don't. He said he went to my funeral.
Louise just puts a hand over her heart and just looks at Apex and is just like, oh.
It's a good
Apex.
friend right there.
Apex nods.
Apex, you are not allowed to put that in a comic.
Louise just like, no.
He stops nodding, gets kind of a serious look on his face, and then looks you in the eye. I understand it's personal. I'm sorry.
I mean, Louise is just like, no, Apex, she's probably right, but just under her, but she's like, do it, you should totally do it, just kind of do it.
Behold the pulse-pounding adventures of Point Man.
He's more of a side character in an origin story, but yeah.
Mr. Dahlia, don't you dare weigh in on this.
Oh wait, that was the narrator.
Yes, I'm over here. I have been the whole time.
Waves at Mr. Dalliard.
Hello, Mr.
Hi
Apex.
there.
Instead, Cynthia points upward. Don't you dare weigh in on this, narrator.
Finally, someone else can hear it.
You, I do what I want.
See,
Oh my
angered the
God.
sky god now.
Oopie.
See, Louise, I told you. We both took Wild Wasteland. This is our life now. I'm happy.
Oh, it's so much less lonely that way.
I know, right?
Oh, dear.
$10 says we find that flame of death, Vladimir.
I will put him in a book. Alvin, do you think Boss Man might need pieces of stuff from where we're going to maybe make that thingy that
The
I want
car?
to make for the callers?
He told us we needed transmission.
And for the
And
car.
yeah, transmission for the car. Everything else is there but the transmission.
But for the
For the-
anti-explosive collar device.
Oh.
Oh, you're
Right.
talking about the parts for that.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, you're saying we might be able to find some parts at where we're going to go ahead and get the car parts?
Maybe. I'm not really good at building things, so I don't know what we're looking for. I
Well,
mentioned radio bits and stuff, but I don't.
well, the Museum of Transportation would probably have a lot of stuff towards, all kinds of cars and whatnot. But that doesn't mean that in all the years since, somebody might have turned it into some kind of place to go ahead and work on these things. There might have been some kind of stuff, even just learned about just radio frequencies and whatnot. If these work off radio, then we might be able to go ahead and glean a better point of a frequency or whatnot. But I'll be real with you. I'm going to think that it's probably unlikely. We'll probably find the transmission and everything else we need over there at the museum. But like I said, I mean, a family casts a wide net, and if this might be one of their more hush-hush things, I mean, you never know.
No,
I
Alvin,
mean-
you tell me what to find, and I can go to finding it.
Absolutely. I can go ahead and point them out to you. I can go ahead and point them out to you the exact moment I see it.
I just don't
Actually,
wanna...
if we have a catalog for that car, I might be able to see if I could point it out to you, at least the part. Maybe there's something in this toolbox I grabbed to oh, thank God this toolbox was there. Anyway, let me see if there's anything in here. Connor, I'm looking to see if there's any kind of user manual for that car, or just the models of cars therein.
A
Or at
user
least
manual?
something to, or at least to vaguely show Louise what a car transmission would look like.
Probably not in the toolbox you grabbed, but go ahead and roll wits to try and find it.
Come on, big himbo brain, let's go.
Go,
Adventure.
Himbo Brain, go!
2d6, yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a 10.
Nice.
That's a 10. Yeah, sure enough. You're looking around the shop, and eventually Boss Man wheels around and says, "Hey, Alvin, what are you looking for?"
Oh, Bossman. Louise wanted to go ahead and know what a car transmission would look like in the first place. So I'm trying to see if I can't find a user manual or maybe some kind of car magazine or something to go ahead and show her.
Oh, sure. And he reaches into his back pocket, and rolled up is, sure enough, the user manual for the Corvega Blitz.
Bossman, yeah, this is perfect. Hold on. Let me
Well,
borrow this for a second.
I was using it to try and piece it back together, but yeah, you can hang on to it.
No problem. Thank you so much, Bossman.
Well, of course, as long as I get it back.
Absolutely. You'll get it even better than the condition you gave it me in. If I'm trying, anyway.
He sort of like rubs his hands together.
Oh, man. Hold on. I'll take a seat back down at the table. Luis, this here's for the Kvega Blitz. If I'm looking right, table contents, drivetrain. There we go. Let me just open it up and just display the pages to her. Something that looks just like this, normally on the underside and in the rear of the cars.
Let's see. Would I have seen anything like this in my travels? Just by happenstance? But, like, not understood what it was?
If it's pointed out to you, you can see that the transmission is sort of like it's sort of like a big metal cone shaped thing with a whole bunch of little gears inside of it, and you see sort of like a model of the Corvega, and it shows you right where it is. It's sort of like underneath the hood a little bit, and you can get the general gist of what it's supposed to be.
All right. Good thing it's distinct. It'll be easy to remember. All right.
Yep, finding intact one's gonna be our main point. Because trying to rebuild them or just finding bits and pieces, that ain't gonna work for us.
All right,
Don't
fair
bother
enough.
trying to look at any of the Corvega blitzes in the area that are just laying on the road. Trust me, I've tried. None of them work.
Well, I doubt you'd be sending us to a car museum if one of them did. Man, that'd be nice though if they did.
Yeah, well,
Oh, wouldn't it just?
I'm not willing to stick my neck out that much to try and get this thing working, but since you kids need it.
That museum's definitely gonna go ahead and be our best bet for going ahead and trying to find that transmission anyway.
Plus, it's full of history. I just don't know what you'll see down there. Haven't been down that way in a long time.
How many days travel you say that is?
From here, let's see.
It took us about 6 to 8 from the arch to go ahead and get over here, but we had good roads to walk on.
I thought it only took us a few hours to get here from the arch.
It took you about 7 hours to get from here to the arch.
Yeah.
Traveling on foot probably be about a quarter of a day.
It's not bad. The plus, I might want to add in a couple hours or two just because taking out a Pip-Boy and looking at our map, I would definitely want to avoid the arena.
Right.
So I might want to make sure to go around that.
Yeah, completely forgot about that. Let's say...
Maybe go ahead and go south from Lambert through Westport.
You might try crossing the bridge. You came here to. I'm having a brain fart. You might try crossing the bridge you came here on, and then
We can
run
head
in.
back to the airport and go directly south from there. We know there are ghouls there. They seem friendly to us.
No, you probably don't need to go all the way to the airport. Just, well, you'll be near the airport, actually. Yeah. Head towards Lambert, and then, go back down towards Maryland Heights, and then just keep going down from there. You'll eventually end up at the Museum of Transportation.
I'm just having so many, like, such nostalgia for how many times I've had, like, instructions delivered to me like this. When I'm trying to go somewhere.
Looks like we could just head
If
towards
you
the
hit
airport
the big
and back to the
stump, you've
university
gone
again
too
and then
far.
straight south.
Yeah, this is like my dad telling me where to go ahead and deliver something.
Did you pass the McDonald's yet?
Don't pass the Schwabels.
Just give me the fucking address! Just give me the fucking address, you bitch!
You don't need the address. You don't need the address. Look,
There's
there's only one Kroger's in that area. You just have to find that.
The
Oh my
one
God.
Kroger's. There's nothing more daunting than the one Kroger's in the middle of nowhere.
But yeah, that's how you get there.
All right. Yep. Yeah,
You
no,
said they
that'll
were-
work just fine.
You said there were ghouls at Lambert?
Yeah, Bach and the Harbingers. We all bumped into him when we were making our way toward Riverside.
The who, but what?
He had Harbingers. You heard of? You ever heard of them, boss man? I haven't until I left out of here.
Nope.
Well,
Oh wait, there
it
was a
goes
smart
like
roll.
this.
I might
Oh,
have.
I get you. Was Die Hard Dice working for you though?
I might have heard. Yep, I'm using the green ones.
So it's
I might have
kinda
heard
like this,
whispers about groups of ghouls that were gathering in different ways, but I never
Yeah,
heard the name the Harbingers or Bach or anything like that.
Yeah, they're kind of like a collection of ghouls and whatnot. We bumped into them first down in St. Luke's, and they said that there was a group of people. They spoke really highly. If they were at the bunch of airports actually, Spirit of St. Louis, if I remember right. And then we bumped into their leader, Bach, who had this big group of ghouls and feral ghouls as well and whatnot, making his way toward Lambert, the Lambert airport. The weirdest thing about it is he looks a lot. What would be the phrase for him? His appearance.
He had a nose.
He really did, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
His skin looked all healthy, whatnot. Too, which is just
It's like Louise and her blunt manner, just sort of like he was.
Kinda.
Oh God, don't hate me for this, sir, but he looked.
He had
less
more
decayed.
of a nose. He had the suggestion of a nose. You don't see a nose.
Here a nose.
For those of you who need a refresher on what Bach looks like, there he is.
Oh, he had hair.
Ah, yes, his dashing
that
good
was,
looks.
That was the different one. He had hair.
He had
Actual hair. on his
How
head.
do I
Growing out of it.
describe it? He
More of a smooth skin than a ghoul should be.
looked like he was healing. Like it looked like he was rejuvenating.
Boss man
He's a
is sort of
Not that there's anything wrong with not having hair.
Ha! I got over that a long time ago, Sonny. But this is, well, that's the damnedest thing I ever heard. Can't say
Yeah,
I've
that's
ever
what I
heard of a
said.
ghoul with skin.
They said they were looking about what did he say down in St. Luke's? He said something about.
It's been a while. I'm trying to remember how much, because he only talked to Cynthia, but I'm trying to remember how much he told us.
I think he said it was something about using radioactive machines to regenerate, so ghouls could be able to.
Mate.
Yes.
What?
When two creatures want to.
No, I know what it is, son.
No, above game, I'm trying to remember if we knew that. I didn't remember if only Cynthia knew about the babies thing.
We learned that from the Ghoul in St. Luke's, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Right.
did he tell us, or did he only tell Cynthia?
I think he told us.
Because she was the only one who went with him to find that.
Eh.
I don't remember if I told everyone or not.
Yeah.
think
well,
I did.
she's
Now you
telling us
did.
Now,
And now's the perfect opportunity.
just be like,
Now you have, at some point in our ambling conversations, that has come up.
woohoo!
Yes.
Because I just want to know what my reaction should be right now.
Cynthia's been like very quiet and staring off into space with her like fingers interlaced, like just sitting at the table, like, yes, and kind of keyed into this conversation a little bit because she was addressed directly and was like, yes, they could heal and they could have children.
What now?
And it's because it corrects the
Well,
she goes a little slack-jawed for a minute and bolts upright
I'm with you on this,
and
boss.
says,
I mean, it sounds.
I'm an idiot, and just tears off running out of the building.
Apex
Raise finger,
is
put down finger.
Run
Apex is
back
confused.
to the like full sprint, not quiet, very loud, running back
Cynthia
to the,
takes off.
runs off to the building that James is in.
Uh-huh.
And more than likely, he can hear rapid footsteps approaching.
Okay.
And if he goes to the door to check, she's just gonna fling herself at him and hug him. Just like wordless, berry head and shoulder hug him as tight as she can that's not crushing him.
All right. You all see Cynthia just take off suddenly.
Apex would be
Like-
concerned and kind of stand up and take like an action ready pose.
Mhm.
Just
She's like tripping over shit as she goes too. Like bolts upright, says she's an idiot, and then just like falls all over the place, just trying to get out and then runs.
should we follow her? Is everything okay?
I
Louise will
think
get up and be
so.
like, get this thing of like, I'll go check, and be like, sure, it's fine. You two hang. I'll go check.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, boss man. Yeah, balking these harbingers, it's one of the most ambitious things I've heard.
If what you're saying is true, then, well, that'd be the first time in a couple centuries that something like that ever happened. Maybe even ever.
I don't know too much about this bot character though. The way everyone talks about him though, he seems like he's on the up. And I met him on the when me and Apex and everyone met him on the bridge. He seemed to be a bit standoffish, but you know, when you're traveling, I mean, you know, who isn't? But he seemed cordial enough. We talked a minute. He told us
didn't-
where he was heading, told us where we were heading, and we just parted our separate ways.
He didn't let his horde of feral ghouls eat us, so I think that's about as friendly gets in that situation.
And I think they just got done from a skirmish with the family too. Oh, that was a grisly sight.
Huh.
Speaking of, are there any? I asked Alvin this earlier, but now that you're here, are there anything that I could look for in that museum that might help the device I was hoping to make for the slaves, so that they don't all die?
Possibly. I'm not certain, but,
What kind of things might be helpful? Radio pieces or
Pieces of
powers that
radios.
I don't know.
Transistors, maybe.
Yeah.
Alvin, do you know what these things look like?
I do.
If you can get me more intact collars, that would probably help as well. Although I don't know how many more of those you're gonna run into.
If we find any family on the hunt, there will be more.
Well, all right. You've already given me plenty to work with here, and I'll try my best.
Mm-hmm.
If you find something you think might help me, then go ahead and bring it back. But the transistor itself is probably going to be more than enough.
Apex nods. We'll keep our eye out. Then I guess I should go sleep. If we're going out tomorrow.
Sure thing. You're welcome to stay with us for a while.
Time is of the essence. The family expects an answer,
I see.
and I intend to give them one.
Well, I expect you to give them hell.
He nods to both of you. Meanwhile, with Louise, Cynthia, and Point Man.
Louise is just strolling very quietly, just being like, I'll get there when I get there. I'm sure they need a moment. She's not stupid. She knows which direction she went.
Cynthia, you see Point Man James, as you know him, open the door, and he's sort of like got his rifle in sort of a ready position. And he's like, what? And you tackle him. Ah!
Sorry, I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Seen you in a lifetime and a half, and I didn't think to anything.
He looks from side to side and then looks back at you.
Cynthia, what are you talking about?
I haven't gotten to wrap my arms around you in over 200 years, James. I can't believe I didn't take the first chance I could get.
He sort of passes the rifle in his hands to his one hand and sort of sets it up against a wall, and he hesitantly sort of wraps his arms around you as well.
And she just sinks into the hug and squishes her face into his shoulder. If she could cry, she would. She's doing that little bit of a like body shiver from crying that is muffled chest convulsions, even though she can't. It's almost like a physical memory of what it was like to sob from relief and deep sadness.
Point Man sort of slowly raises a hand up and pats you on the back.
It's all right.
Sorry. I was just in such shock. Sorry, that was quite inappropriate.
No. It's this whole
Kind of
thing is
backs
pretty
up
crazy.
and- She backs up and hangs her head a little bit. Yeah, a lot of reminders that I'm still human in here. Uh, Sorry, I hope I didn't embarrass you in front of your prisoner.
You can see the door is shut. He's sort of off in like a separate sort of room, like a bathroom.
She's
No.
just saying thing.
And Louise, it's at this point that you come back in.
Well, it's like, can I see them in the doorway hugging and stuff?
Roll. What was your pace like when you were following her? Was it fast at
I
all?
mean, it would be fast enough. It would be slow enough that I would give her maybe like, oh, a minute start on me.
Okay.
I would assume at some point I would at least catch the tail end of this.
Yeah, you probably would have seen them holding each other for a couple of seconds, and then Cynthia breaks it off, and they're talking, but you can't.
Louise will stay sort of a discreet distance away, like leaning up against another building wall, but she's, close enough, but not really like intruding per se.
Mm.
I didn't even think if that might. You aren't. Kathy isn't your um. Is she?
It's
Oh,
we're complicated. Being around each other for a couple 100 years, it sort of becomes an on again, off again thing.
Cynthia sort of takes a step back. I see. Um,
Sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear.
it makes a lot of sense. It's I just um
It doesn't make anything. It doesn't make anything lesser, though. Just because
I mean,
we're not the high school kids we were back in the day. And I meant every word of what I said to you.
I know that. I just life certainly is a lot more complicated, isn't it?
You got that right. It's not like we can pick up where we left off.
No. I think I just had a moment where it felt like it was, when times were simpler and love was simpler and
I hear you.
life was simpler. I don't want to
Well,
get in the way of anything. And
You, if it makes you feel any better, I'm sure she'd be glad to see you too. Once she gets back.
once she gets back.
She's off on a supply run right now. Every once in a while, one of us heads off to another town and does some trades or favors in exchange for supplies that we need. It's her turn this time.
Right. And it's, 200 years. Of
Cynthia,
course.
it's all right.
I
You're not intruding on anything. I promise you. You're right. It is nice to feel human again, I guess.
What left of it we got, anyway.
Hmm.
Well, we have the rest of our lives to talk about everything, so...
We play our cards right, we got until the end of the world. Again.
You know, I don't think I dislike that notion. Crazy as it may seem.
Hmm.
Well, thank you for indulging my momentary lapse in sanity.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go sleep. I don't do that. I don't know why I said that. I just feel very awkward, if I may be honest.
Well, I mean, none of us were expecting to wake up this morning and run into somebody you haven't seen in 200 years.
I suppose not. Well, I'm gonna take a walk, and I will see you when the sun rises tomorrow.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I will if you do.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Well, good night, James.
Good night, Cynthia.
She'll turn and walk a measured pace back and kind of look over her shoulder and do a quick little wave and
He grins and
Kind of-
waves back.
she'll face forward and her eyes shift to, like, you almost can't even tell that they're on, of a deep, deep blue, and kind of sees Louise off in the distance and walks over to her.
Louise will look up when she approaches, sort of gauge her expression. Push herself upright and sigh. Wanna amble a little bit before seeing other people?
Yes, I do think a night walk to clear my head would be good.
Want some company?
Desperately.
Kind of takes her arm and links it with her own. Well, let's stroll the promenade then. Talk if you feel like it, but otherwise.
Once they get to like a secluded area, Cynthia's knees will just buckle and she'll just, not loud, but just cry for a long time. No tears, because she can't.
Liz will just kind of sit next to her, lean against her shoulder, and sort of give her back a rub. Not saying anything.
She'll kind of lean into Louise and just kind of collapse into her lap a little bit.
We ain't got nowhere to be.
She'll be like that for a while.
If you want a meanwhile.
That would be a meanwhile.
Alvin,
Meanwhile.
Apex, did you have anything that you wanted to do before turning in for the night?
Apex is turned in for the night, on his bed, snoring loudly, drooling a little bit out the side of his mouth. Trying to get a good night's sleep
Oh
before
my
the
God.
adventure tomorrow.
as we hard cut away from that scene to this one.
Yeah, just
Alvin just
Apex
standing in the
just-
corner of the room.
Alvin's just looking out the window of his room. He genuinely can't believe he's back here. And for the moment, it's all good. He's at his old pad, his old bedroom, his user manuals. He reaches into his toolbox and he pulls out his Vault-Tec alarm clock he got working on the road.
Mm-hmm.
He sets that on a makeshift nightstand of various crates.
Okay.
There we are.
As you wind up the blue and yellow Vault-Tec alarm clock with the ever iconic Vault Boy, where his hands are pointing towards the minute and the hour. It ticks on, and assuming that Cynthia and Louise eventually make it back to the old
Indeed.
stone chapel, night comes. And
Death Claws attack!
Oh God, don't dare.
Sorry, I heard rolling and I was just like,
40 death claws. What the?
While everyone's asleep, Cynthia would just stand by the window and like time lapse. Night turns to dawn.
Let me just go ahead and is this? Yes. Wait.
Is it
No.
3 death claws or 5?
We just wake up and you're just covered in Death Claw blood. There's tons of Death Claws. We're like, what happened? And you're like, I
had
don't know.
a bad
but
night.
The
they're
what do I hear? What do I hear orchestral music approaching? Do 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 Stuffy Roach.
Oh my God.
You hear nothing of the sort as the night passes without much incident at all.
Hooray! Just a lot of emotions, a wave
Indeed.
of feelings.
And Cynthia, as you watch the sun rise on another day, that's where we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Opa! Emotions!
Emotions.
Drama. Toilet.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm going.
That sounds
There
fun.
you,
Farting.
Connor.
Ugh.
As soon as you
Then-
brought up Kathy, I was like, God, stop it.
I was like, oh, this is your backstory? Oh, and this is Rabbit's backstory.
Ah, How
Hmm.
dare you? How dare you?
Cynthia's eyes shift red. Must eliminate Kathy.
Kill.
Oh God. Oh
Kill.
my God, if other
Kill.
Cynthia was like, fuck that bitch.
She don't deserve our man.
Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you want to go fucking apeshit?
She's just like fucking crying. I don't know how to feel right now. You're making me feel a lot of weird feelings.
A new quest pops up in your HUD. Eliminate Kathy.
Kill her. She doesn't deserve him.
Well,
Good Lord. Anyway, time for the break. I'll be here until
High
people
school
get back.
drama.
hope
Hello,
you're enjoying
chat.
the session so far, everybody. We've got another half to get through after this, but I hope you are having fun.
I know I am, Connor.
Define
Excellent.
fun. Emotional wrecking. Emotional damage.
We're having fun playing our characters and
We
dealing
are.
with dealing with the reality that things aren't always as they seem, and maybe you know,
You don't feel
Don't
happy.
feel better,
sometimes you can't always get what you want. But if you
But
try
I-
sometimes,
I try
you just might
sometimes.
find you get what you need. You get what you fucking deserve.
How dare you? Is this for earlier? Because I accidentally pasted
No,
link.
no. You fucking advertised in my stream.
I didn't mean to. I thought I copied the raid message that I wrote in my
Uh-oh.
chat, but it turns out I didn't. And I advertised my dumb stuff in your thing. Oops.
I'll go ahead and read off some.
Okay.
Zero Vashing, thank you for the 14 months. Steppin' Razor, thank you for the 6 months. The Atom Bomb, thank you for the 100 bits. How can you have no heart and still have it break? Questions only Cynthia can answer right now. Big hugs for my favorite synth.
Oh.
Zenlita, thank you for the 200 bits. Thoughts and prayers for Connor's vocal cords? Yeah, I've got an acting class tomorrow that I hope I'm not Shrek'd for.
Good luck.
I'm gonna need lots of tea.
Oh yeah.
Have fun.
Indeed. Magic Ninjago, 10 years of Spinjitsu. Thank you for the 100 bits. Speaking of voice, how did that honey work for you last time? Oh god. I probably should make some tea with honey in it tonight.
Yeah. I will BRB.
You're becoming you're delving head into voice acting. You really need to get that Chinese cough syrup soon.
Ah, yes. What else? What is it? Bosco always says Hulk juice.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's called Hulk juice because Fred Tatasciore, who voices the Hulk a lot of the time, tends to use it for his sessions. So we joke.
Ha.
I like to dissolve it in warm water and make a kind of tea. It's nice.
Ooh. Gorilla Geek, thank you for the 100 bits. How many characters can Caitlin play with emotional damage? I'll have to find out. Gamble 8, thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title, We're Still Human. That would be a good episode title, but I think Flat Tires is very apropos as well. For a lot of things that is happening.
Aww.
Wah. Wah. I'm gonna go grab something to snack on.
That sounds good. Hi, chat. Indeed.
I just disconnected from the main.
This cake really does take like ding dongs.
I miss eating everything I want to eat so much.
Are you trying to eat better?
Yes, I'm succeeding so far.
I'm gonna be very
Temptation grows.
sorry.
No.
To be fair, I definitely don't eat like this normally. This is like a once in a while thing. Like I did not eat. There's only half of this left because last night I was like, I'm not eating this whole thing.
Oh my.
So I portion myself carefully if I can help it.
Makes sense.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
What if I ate a cookie?
Is it a shortbread cookie?
No, it's a Girl
Is it a
Scout
safe
cookie.
cookie? Is it safe?
Yeah, there's gluten-free Girl Scout
What?
cookies that have toffee in them.
Nice.
Oh, like
Then
Dosey
you should
Dos?
eat that.
I think they are. So, should I go grab one? Chat, tell me. And also, everyone else.
Oh, vote now using your phones.
Vote yeah. Vote yeah, move.
Vote yeah, move.
moving your phone. What the fuck, brain? It's so done with
Your
words, I
brain's
guess.
been through a lot this session.
Apparently so. I'm gonna get. Okay, I play cookie clicker, so yes, get a cookie. Okay, that's enough for me. BRB.
You convinced me.
Yeah.
It's so quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to go ahead and talk about the dog I saw today trapezing
Yes?
through
What
like
kind?
the snow? A papillon or papillion or whatever the hell they're called.
Pomeranian?
Papillon.
Papillon, yes, papillon dog. It was I'll put it in the voice chat. Oh, that looks just like him. Okay.
Dog.
I am one of the youngest people in an old neighborhood. I think there's one lady my age across the street, and she does not have a dog. But this granny down the street, she'll walk her dog no matter how much ice or anything's in the road. It could be raining fire. She'll walk that dog.
Good. Dogs deserve adventures.
Quick.
So I'll
Oh, I
put
never
this in
knew.
general for you. This looks just like her dog, and her dog's name is Mitzi.
Mitzi the dog.
Look at that dog.
That was my first dog's name.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Aw,
My
Mitzi.
first dog was Tessa. She was a
My
German
dog.
Shepherd, and she loved me, and she attacked anybody that got near me. She had
the first dog that I remember was a German Shepherd named Fritz. I would play NES. I would play NES pinball when I was like 4 or 5 because I liked it because I had penguins. And he would lay down behind me so I could use him as a pillow.
I'm hoping the rest of that cake balances out with the fact that I really haven't eaten that much today.
My mom actually has a picture of me when I was 5 asleep on the dog.
Aww.
Aww. Yes, distract him.
The
My
gluten-free
first
ones are
dogs.
called Toffee-tastic.
Ooh. My first dog
But
was
yeah.
Bear.
Bear.
He was a-
Oh, when they
he
had
was
the
a-
lamp. Oh,
He was a
man.
German Shepherd Chow mix.
But to finish his story, there's like over a foot of snow outside,
Oh.
and then it's banked up. So there's like 16, and then the banks are like easily like maybe 2.5 foot tall. And Mitzi didn't care. You would just see her disappear, and then hop back up like a dolphin, and then back in the snow.
such a dog.
And just that spunky little dog don't give a shit. She's the cutest little thing.
Dogs are great. I love dogs.
Oh, dogs are great. My favorite one is one I call the Midnight Watchman. It's
Does
this
he
old
stare?
lady's dog, okay? And she keeps him outside because he likes being outside, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got water and everything. I check, believe me. And he has this like leash and whatnot. I don't think she knows that he can easily get out of that collar.
Oh.
So she goes to bed at like 4, whenever old people go to bed. And like, so when night happens, he'll just slide off the collar, and the fence is not meant for that dog. That dog could just lift up a leg and just step over. It's a tall dog.
Wow.
So when night hits, he will just click drag himself out of the yard, and he'll just wander around the neighborhood going on adventures.
What a hero.
And he's friendly.
That dog
He's
is not
friendly.
my idol.
One time I decided to watch him from my window, and I've seen him. He's smart. He puts his head back in the collar. He puts his head back in the collar and lays down in the yard and acts like nothing happened.
Aw.
Because I'll be sitting on the stoop at night and whatnot, just listening to music or whatnot if it's nice, and I'll just hear just these little clicky clacks. Just, and I look up and he's just walking toward me. I go, ah, yeah, I know what you want, and I throw him some bacon. Like,
There he is.
Oh my god. Wait, there was a poll for me to get a cookie?
yes.
No, but actually, yes.
Wait,
That's the one that won.
but I already ate 2. Should I go get another one now?
What's a third? What does it matter?
They're small.
Yeah, see, they're small. There you go. That's your
Girl
out.
Scout cookies.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Coffee test. All right.
And
You go
he's
get
not
that
afraid of
cookie.
people. He's not afraid of people or anything. I remember I was down at this brewery down the street. Just comes up, talks to people. Everyone knows him. We're like, oh, hey, that's the dog that wanders. We just like pet him and shit.
That's a great title. The Dog That Wanders.
Oh, yeah. The Midnight Watchman. The dog that wanders. What a good dog. I don't know what breed he is, but he doesn't have a stumpy like nose or anything, but his fur is like very short. Like you could take a wet nap and clean that dog in gray. And it's kind of velvety.
Such boy.
Oh, he's such a good dog.
I got a cookie.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Great Dane. Ooh, could be a Great Dane.
What kind of dog would be like a shortbread cookie?
Corgi.
Corgi. I'm with him on this. Korg.
Yes.
Mm,
Because
Not
when
a
you bite
golden
into
lab?
a corgi, it explodes into sand.
Oh my
golden,
God.
a golden
Connor,
lab is like
you-
a sugar cookie.
ugh,
Oh yeah.
I'm ready to fight you right now.
I love sugar cookies though.
How dare you.
My favorite
Yeah.
cookies are chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies. My grandma made the best chocolate chip cookies.
A golden lab is just dog brand dog, and it's like it's not the flashiest dog, but damn it if it's not the most dog.
I love Goldies. Goldies don't even have a central nervous system. There's one at the dog park, and like, God, that dog is just zen. I'm like, man, I wish I could be like you. Not a care in the world.
All this
Just,
talk about Girl Scout cookies has
Mhm.
brought me to an article about whiskey pairings with Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is a thing. That is a thing.
Which one goes with the toffee-tastic ones?
Buffalo
Yeah.
Trace, Kentucky bourbon.
Nice. Ooh.
Okay, I have one for
Hold
you.
on, what goes with
What
a thin
pair-
mint?
Yeah.
A Thin
yeah.
Mint,
I need to
Mhm.
know.
Basil Hayden's bourbon.
Basil Hayden's bourbon for a Thin Mint?
That's what it
Are
says.
these all bourbons?
Alright.
One of them is whiskey.
I got one for you.
Uh-huh.
All right, what do you pair it for Samoa?
Woodford Double Oak.
Woodford Double Oak.
Yeah, that check out.
Yeah.
That white or red?
It's a thin.
Wow. Nice.
What?
What? Whiskey.
It's not wines.
Oh, sorry.
Whiskey.
It's whiskeys.
Oh, whiskey. Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Oh, but Woodford's,
Sarah,
but
that
Woodford's
was-
a good brand.
That was
that was
unwittingly
great. I
the
loved
best joke.
Yeah, that was.
So
that was
embrace
so
it.
No.
No,
is it,
seriously,
is it white or
friends.
red? Whiskey.
Shh.
The jokes where I'm dumb aren't the best ones.
No.
It's brown.
Say that you knew and that it was a joke on purpose, and then it's perfect.
What? They're supposed to be gold anyway, whiskey. It's like a golden
they?
brown.
I thought
Yeah.
there were a bunch of different shades of it.
Some of them can get pretty red.
Red?
Buffalo Trace is kind of red looking.
It depends on
That's
the
the
barrel.
one for the toffee?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, good luck finding a bottle of Buffalo Trace. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get right back into the episode.
Okay. Bye, chat.
Well, goodbye, chat.
Bye bye, chat.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Boy.
Oh, right here. Right here. Turn off this happy music.
No.
Not time
leave
to be
it.
happy anymore.
Happiness is
sounded ominous.
over. Back to reality.
Happiness is canceled. Do your taxes.
Okay. The sun rises on another day in the wastes. Cynthia, you're the first one to be up, obviously.
Still staring out the window wistfully.
Still staring at the window, wistfully until you
Somewhere
hear the
out there.
you hear the of Alvin's Vault-Tec alarm clock going off.
She immediately turns and throws a gun from her hand at it.
Wait, I think he's in his room.
In my room.
I thought we were all in one. Never mind.
Apex imagined that he was crashing on the couch. I don't know why I spoke in the third person as me, but
Well,
The Apex sleeps on the couch.
did we all have individual
crashing on the
rooms, or were
couch.
we in the same one?
You there are individual rooms, yes, and you would be given them.
Oh, okay.
Is this alarm just like that loud?
It's one of them old-timey alarm clocks. It gets pretty loud, although it is muffled by different doors and stuff.
She still
Uh,
throws
If Alvin doesn't wake up fast enough, he's just gonna hear like footsteps thudding towards his room. His door flies open. Louise is standing there like a bat out of hell, just very calmly and zombie-like strolls over to the ringing alarm clock, opens his window, and tosses it out.
But it doesn't work that way, because Alvin snaps awake the moment the alarm clock rings.
There you
Because
go.
that's a sound he's always wanted to hear.
Oh my god. He's
She's
so lucky.
smiling and sparkly eyed, looking at the alarm clock.
Oh my lord, it does ring! Oh,
He looks
wow.
totally opposite to Louise.
And I turn off the alarm clock.
Apex wakes. Apex wakes up and does a
No
series of
violence.
calisthenics.
Now that you're all thoroughly
Well,
awake.
Yeah.
She will still be standing in your doorway, Alvin, if you want to see her.
Oh, I will. Oh man, I can't believe. Well, hi, Louise.
Louise just one eye stares out from under her black and the fucking room chick. And she just points a finger at that alarm and then leaves the room.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. I should hide you because I didn't think about Louise having to listen to y'all when she lived at the vault all the damn time. That sound must drive her stir crazy. I didn't even think about that. I'll put you in this drawer, but the moment I come back from all this, I'll put you right back on the nightstand again.
You know, I
Hide.
wasn't thinking of it that way, but you just gave me more character complexity. Thank you.
Oh.
You're
That's
welcome.
really good, actually.
All right, you
Takes
hide
some
your
time to. Oh, sorry.
alarm clock in your drawer. And
There
what are the
we
rest
are.
of you up to?
Before
Apex?
donning his Apex attire after his workout, he takes some time to look over the quality of the now stitched on and rendered fake abs from the scorpion carapace on his
Oh my
Apex getup.
Oh my god. Is he really putting on fake ab armor?
He's making a superhero suit. They need fake abs. How are you supposed to know there are abs under it if there are not abs over it?
He is totally Val Kilmerine right now.
Oh, wowie. Wowie zowie.
The third tier might even have bat nips. We'll check out.
Oh.
I want to imagine. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Your
Only
bug
God
abs
can
look
touch the
great.
Apex. Thank you.
The DM
You
has
think they
approved.
look cool?
It even has the mysterious ninth ab that's like,
Ooh.
Oh, exotic.
the hidden ab.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to imagine that Louise, sort of like a zombie, strolls towards that coffee place. And if they are not open, she's going to sit outside the door and wait until someone comes and gives her coffee.
Oh my god.
Luckily enough, they are open.
Louise will get a coffee and come back.
That'll be, what was it, 3 caps last time?
2 caps, I think. Where's my sheet?
Make a persuasion.
Yeah, I think it was 2 caps.
No,
You're gonna
all
change it? I'll pay it. It's fine.
Subtract 2 caps from your
Okay, thank you.
list.
You're very
there.
benevolent.
Yep.
Thank you, benevolent DM.
Mm-hmm.
I grovel at your feet.
You get yourself a fresh cup of coffee. And the day is yours.
Apex would eventually meet everybody outside. Wearing his
Alvin
cool
does
new
some-
gear.
Alvin does some light stretches, throws on a fresh coverall of the St. Louis machinists.
Louise has her coffee and fill in a bag.
Can life get any better?
Mr. Dalliard sparkles in the morning sun.
Cynthia slowly, like, feet kind of dragging, comes out of the room a little, like...
I just imagine we all have like little sparkles and just like fresh as a daisy. And Louise and Cynthia comes out with like those anime like dark lines and like
Yep.
just shadows over her.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning there.
So, we're
Morning.
heading out to the museum. Right?
Absolutely.
Sounds right to me.
Well, we've got a deadline, so sooner the better.
I got everything tooled up. Power fist at the side. Plenty of tools. All ready to go.
My God, that's right. I have that new sweet armor.
I have guns and I'm ready to shoot them.
Is your ghoul friend joining us?
Apex notices.
I
the
don't
silence, but it's not.
know. I'm not really sure what. I mean, it's he might. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if Point Man's coming with us, that would. Well, we should let him know we're heading out before we go.
Should ask him how he feels about traveling with us, and then he can decide if he wants to go or stay.
Yeah, absolutely. He might not, considering he's keeping an eye on Jeremy.
That's a good idea. Maybe, looks pointedly at Cynthia. You want me to go ask him?
I will join you for that. Since I know him and all.
I guess we don't all have to go. That's
No, it shouldn't take too long. Apex and I will just be out here waiting for y'all.
Right, we'll be right back then.
No problem. Alvin will just unclasp the right power fist on his tool belt, and he'll just pull out an Allen wrench and just tinker with it. Just make sure.
Apex just kind of scratches the back of his head, not really understanding why that conversation felt weird to him.
Oh no.
Just imagine it's churning in his head. Do I put this in the book?
Oh god.
I'm telling you, Apex. I had no idea about Point Man and Cynthia. Golly. But like I said, it's up to him. You know, he'll probably want to go ahead and keep an eye on Jeremy. That way, we don't have to go ahead and toke around all over, you know, up and down the wasteland and everything.
I just wasn't sure. Did I do something wrong?
What makes you say that?
I asked, and then everything got quiet, and then
Well,
I don't know.
the way I think about it is that there's some deep-seated history between Point Man and Cynthia. So I don't know. I'm guessing from the way she ran out yesterday when we were all talking that they probably had a thing just all the live long days. So like all the way on back. So
Oh, okay.
maybe that's an assumption. That's just an assumption from his friend Alvin. I'm not too certain. But
Well,
it
I
is
suppose
nice
we
to
can
see
go.
her.
I suppose we can at least go make sure we have the supplies that we need before we leave.
Yeah.
We'll
Let
check
me
our gear.
let me go ahead and check up. You check your pack and I'll check mine. And yeah, no, that's
All right, Apex goes to
Yeah,
double
that's
check
the whole
his
thing.
shit.
Alvin will wait for him to be distracted and just go back to working on his power fist.
Apex
So-
goes and plays with his Tinker toys. Just
Oh my god.
Oh.
What's that you got there, Apex?
don't know.
You don't
It mocks
Oh,
me.
no.
let me take a look at it. What y'all got?
All right. Let's see. Like Apex is just eager to hit the road. He didn't realize he was causing it. He didn't realize.
Meanwhile,
Alvin, reading the situation, will slowly nod
Meanwhile.
and continue routine maintenance.
Oh.
with Louise and Cynthia, you head back into the building and are looking for Point Man.
Yes.
You find him in much the same place he was last time, outside of the bathroom door, holding a mug of coffee and taking a sip, and he looks up, and he sets the coffee down, and he looks at both you. Morning.
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 We were about to head out, and I wasn't sure if you were interested in going with us.
If that's all right, I can help in a fight. And I know my way around weapons. I do most of the weapon repairs around here, so I could probably help out with that. Probably also be a pretty good excuse to catch up. One thing is, though, I'm the one guarding your...
Shit, here we go.
I'm the one guarding your prisoner. And without me, no one's going to be here to watch him.
Oh.
Actually,
Oh. Mr. Dalion?
yes. Seeing as how you need someone to watch over your captive and how... Well, I'm pretty used to standing in one place all the time. Perhaps I could stay behind while you and Mr. Pointman go off on your adventure.
Cynthia's eyes light up, and she gets sparkly eyed a little bit, like, I didn't think this would be an option. That would be very kind of you, Mr. Daliard. Would you be all right if you needed to subdue the prisoner?
I'm sure I would be all right, seeing as how he's already tied up. How often should I feed him?
She looks at Point Man.
Point Man looks to Mr. Daliard.
That's a weird question. Whenever he gets
We
hungry,
kinda
I
need
guess.
to- We kind of need to be specific with Mr. Daliard.
Shit. Knocked over a bottle. Once every 8 hours probably would do the trick.
Can you handle that, Mr. Daliard?
Of course, Miss Cynthia. Feed the prisoner
Yeah.
once every 8 hours. Make sure he doesn't escape. What should I do if he tries?
Just subdue. Do not kill, please.
Very well.
Try not to maim him either.
I will do my level best, Miss Cynthia.
I do appreciate you, Mr. Daliard.
Of course.
Cynthia,
Yes.
I would say, in lieu of if there's any commands that Mr. Dahlia needs in our absence that we haven't covered, I think we could safely confer to Boss Man to give additional instructions if needed, couldn't we?
Of course. No reason not to, since Mr. Daliard is so kindly offering.
All right. Mr. Daliard, you just do pretty much what Miss Cynthia said, and if anything comes up that she hasn't covered, you just ask Boss Man what to do, all right?
Absolutely.
And Mr. Daliard will hover into the bathroom and close the door behind him.
Hello, you're my new prisoner.
And Mr. Daliard has left the party, and Point Man has joined in his stead.
True Fallout fashion, you have to swap out the NPCs.
Oh my god. As soon as Mr. Daliard goes in, you don't have to come if you don't want to, if you're not.
Who says I didn't want to?
comfortable. Eyes immediately turn pink. What? Well, no one.
You guys need to get that car working, right?
Yeah.
I haven't been down that way in a long time myself. Might be good. For me to stretch my legs a little. Make me feel young again.
Just want to
Sounds-
imagine that as Cynthia's talking to him, Louise is going to do that thing from that meme where Sean Austin is waving at that pretty girl, and the guy slowly appears in the frame, just shakes his head at him. Louise is kind of doing that, but more in the sense of like, you break my Cynthia's heart again.
He sort of looks quizzically at you.
Two eyes at my eyes and his again. Slowly disappears behind Cynthia again.
All right, then.
And he sort of the heavy click of a round being chambered into this rifle is heard.
Hit the road, then.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Apex
Some-
and Alvin are probably waiting at the gate.
Yes. Meanwhile, Alvin and Apex.
He's just pointing at his stomach. Do you think they're too much?
Oh my god.
What? The ads on the armor? No, I think that actually looks pretty nice. I'm telling you what, I've never seen armor looking like that before.
Me neither. I wanted to try it.
Honestly, you give it again. I mean, as far as the defensive thing, it's pretty sturdy, right?
Yeah, it should be able to stop a blade, maybe even a bullet. I don't know. It's made out of Radscorp, so.
Well, I have seen Red Scorps go ahead and shrug off all kinds of things, so yeah, and
Oh, there they are.
yeah.
He waves as they approach.
You all see
hey,
Louise, Cynthia, and Point Man walking up the steps, and Point Man, with his rifle in his hands, approaches the rest of your group.
Looks like I'm coming with you guys.
Welcome
Cynthia is moving a lot more excitedly now, and eyes are still like blushy pink.
Oh, hey, that's great, boy, man. Oh man, this is gonna be just like our scrap hunts back in the day.
Guess it will be. Might be some time to catch up with you too, Alvin. It's been a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
He flashes sort of a brownish smile at you.
Alvin will return his smile with his grin of his own. All right. And let's get on going to that museum, guys. Oh, this is going to be fun.
All right.
I don't think I've been to a museum before. As they walk.
Yeah? Which one?
I said I don't think I have.
Oh, you don't have? Oh, man. Neither have I, honestly. This is going to be great. All those cars in one place.
We start walking out. Can Louise sidle up to Cynthia and hopefully just sort of out of everyone else's earshot?
Sure.
If Cynthia will allow.
Yeah, yes.
Sure, okay with this?
I mean, I'm the one who's making it weird. He told me everything was fine, that I wasn't intruding on anything. I just...
Nah, it's not weird. It's, hate to say it, very, very, very human.
Oh, shush it. I feel like I'm
Sorry.
in high school again. It's... I'm making silly decisions with what I do. I'm tripping over my words. I can't even think straight.
Again, human as I understand it. I mean, tell me if I get too much in my nosiness. I have a rather curious outsider's perspective on this sort of thing. I'm rather fascinated by it, to be honest.
Fine, I feel sort of childish. I mean, James has been here for over 200 years now. He's seen so much life. There's so much experience he's had that I haven't. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm not hardened to this world in the same way he is. I'm worried it'll cause some kind of rift between us.
He doesn't seem like the type, and you're gonna live a long time. You got time to get experience.
Well, Louise.
Besides the fact...
Oh, yes, to experience life, yes.
Cocks an eyebrow. My goodness, you are smitten in that way, aren't
I hit
you?
Louise and she starts smacking her arm.
As I said, I don't get it, but as long as you're happy with it.
I am. And you're right. We have the rest of our lives to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of unwittingly starts staring at Pointman.
Don't make it too obvious, though.
Can't hear you. Absolutely cannot hear you at all. Just staring at him.
You see the morning sun and the wind sort of blowing through what's left of his blonde hair. Reflecting red off of his slightly crispy skin.
She finds all of it very attractive.
Why?
Because it's him. It doesn't matter what he looks like. She's just excited that it's him.
That reaction, why?
Louise kind of can't help herself. She's just like, what is it like, anyway?
What do you mean?
Sort of gestures a finger between Louise and Pointman. That.
Oh, well,
What's it like?
Well, I've known him for such a long time, and it just kind of doesn't matter what's happened to him. It's like having a really nice dream and realizing you don't have to wake up from it.
Huh. Louise kind of looks up and contemplates. That is a much better explanation than anyone has ever been able to give me on that sort of thing.
Well, it's kind of why I'm so nervous about it. I mean, I've been asleep a long time. I've had more nice dreams than bad ones, and he's been awake a long time. I don't know. It's all conjecture. I shouldn't assume anything. It's rude of me.
Ooh. Is there a pat on the shoulder? Start with conversation. I understand that's generally how you should start these things.
You're right.
Me, I just tended to avoid people and that sort of thing, so what do I know? But, you know.
Oh. I gotta stop talking about it and just... We'll have plenty of time to talk. I don't know why I'm tripping over myself like this.
Look, if you need to talk about it, you can talk about it with me, because I get the feeling you might pop a gasket or two if you don't get it out somewhere.
I'm not built with vents. I don't know what I'd do if I did.
That's why you should with me. Besides, as I said, I'm a bit fascinated by it, to be honest. Well, not... Louise suddenly realizes something, like, wait, I should clarify, not specifically between you two, because that makes you sound like you're not, like I'm observing you like zoo animals. No. It's just, I mean, in general.
Cynthia trailed off and was staring at James again. Yeah.
Just pats her on the shoulder again. And walks along.
Okay. At this point, Boss Man will rise up to meet all of you.
Just out of the dirt. Sorry.
I'm back from the grave, Smooth Skin.
Jesus
Rise from your grave.
She does it every Halloween. Every Halloween.
That time of year again?
Boss Man just digs a bunch of shallow graves, and he's just like, this is gonna be so much fun.
This is my favorite prank.
The bombs drop around October, and that's why there's like all the Halloween decorations everywhere.
Oh no!
So Boss Man comes up to meet you.
Yep.
Well, now, I hope y'all will be safe. Like I said, I don't know what to expect at the museum. But as long as you avoid raiders in the arena, you should be fine on the way there.
I'll make sure we all come back safe and sound, Boss Man. Don't you worry none about that.
You better.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder reassuringly. Don't you worry none.
Boss Man will grab you and pull you in for a hug.
I will also hug him. Don't worry. Thank you so much, Boss Man.
Me and Kathy can't run the machinists by ourselves.
Cynthia's head snaps to him.
I know.
So you come on back.
Back soon.
And with that transistor, I want to get this car running.
Absolutely. We'll get that. We'll get the transmission, the transistor, everything else.
Right. That's what I said.
Absolutely.
The transmission.
The transistor was for my thing.
Yeah, the transistor's for his thing.
See? I'm a genius.
Oh my god.
Best one in the wasteland.
Apex is just nodding. Soka.
All right, head out, you.
It's gonna be fun.
And Boss Man grins and waves as you all assumedly hit the road.
Yep.
Let's hit the rumpy road.
I will live up to those assumptions.
You're on the road again. You are assumedly not taking the road that leads towards the arena.
No.
Much as Apex might be slightly tempted.
No.
Country road, fuck that place.
What's the weather?
You just scream rampage like Archer and just run towards it on all fours.
Look, Apex is the epitome of when the Doom music hits, all right?
Oh god.
Yeah.
The weather right now is a little windy, but it's nothing too terrible. as you continue making your way across the bridge once again. You loop around and you start heading back towards the road that overlooked the Lambert International Airport. You see a large stretch of concrete, broken down airplanes on a runway, and a rather large, come on. Oddly shaped building. Sort of looks like a T-bone almost. As it also overlooks the actually, you haven't seen that yet. You make your way. You get closer, and as you do, you now see that there appears to be a perimeter of sort of ghouls, all wearing similar outfits of similar color, that just appear to be patrolling around the grounds, and there appear to be quite a few of them as well.
Oh.
Luckily, we're traveling with the ghoul now. Not that they all know each other.
Wow. What do you assume?
Another bigot. Why am I not surprised?
Nothing about assuming. Makes it ass
The views of Lanny Pator do not express the views of Apex.
God.
Nice save!
Apex does not associate himself with...
Wow.
Nice.
Management would like to remind you they do not speak for us.
Other than Point Man sort of quizzically cocking a brow at this display, nothing else much happens. You
They just
continue
kinda let
making
us
your way.
pass without so much as...
You're not intruding on their territory. They're pretty far away at the current
gotcha, okay.
moment.
As they're walking by, Cynthia will kind of get up next to James. You know, they're working on something big for ghouls.
Ghouls. What about it?
They have, it's something with radioactivity, like the radiation machines for x-rays and whatnot from hospitals. They're finding a way to heal the damage that was done. So they might even be able to have kids again one day.
His eyes sort of go wide, and he looks over at you, Cynthia.
You're serious? That's crazy.
I know. I was surprised myself.
Sounds like a lot of wishful thinking.
I've met their leader, and he seems to have been at least through some treatment. He didn't look, his skin was smooth, almost.
A ghoul with smooth skin? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Not impossible, though. I mean, till yesterday, you didn't think you'd see me again, so crazier things have happened, right?
He sort of chews on his lower lip at that, and he slowly turns his head towards the airport before slowly turning back to you.
What does his expression look like with that?
Make a wits roll.
Okay. Oh my god, a 4. And both
Aw.
ones.
While you know each other pretty well, his expression, his physical expression, is hard to get a read on just because of the nature of what's happened to him physically. He blinks and he looks up at you.
we should probably keep moving.
Right. Was that bad?
No. Just, curious is all.
Right. Guess it wouldn't do much in my case anyway. Though I did hear the Institute was working on different models of this. Not that that means anything. You're right. We should get moving. Picks up her pace.
All right, you pick up the pace, and he follows behind you.
The Apex munches trail rations.
As you walk along, you come across sort of what appears to you to be a semi-fresh looking campsite with a doused fire in the middle of it. You notice as well a body distinctly lacking its head and most of its upper shoulders and neck.
Oh.
Apex immediately goes to investigate.
Okay.
As
Right
is
behind you.
Cynthia.
Do those clothes look familiar at all?
Make wits rolls
Yep.
if you would like.
Alrighty.
That
Oh yeah.
sweet.
In a
11?
while, let me
8.
10.
pulling up dice roller. Roll. 2 d6 plus 2. Roll.
Apex, that person is dead.
Oh my god.
Apex goes to check the pulse, but doesn't know where to put his fingers.
Oh my god.
The head is gone.
That
Double
should tell you
network
everything.
again.
I can't find the pulse. I can't find a pulse.
Oh my god.
I only had the rest of his neck to check his pulse.
Does anybody see the rest of the neck? All right, Apex living up
Louise,
to comic relief here today.
the clothes don't necessarily look familiar to you, but they are sort of like tattered rags that most regular citizens of the wasteland would throw together just to have something to wear. Alvin and Cynthia, you can tell that the injuries this person sustained likely all came from the same source, and Cynthia specifically, or Alvin specifically, you recognize this as probably an explosion of some sort.
Oh. Oh shit.
Aw.
Bomb collar.
Fella took an explosion real bad. Took his head right with him.
Wouldn't that be the work of the family?
Let me see.
Apex,
With that roll, I want to
Apex
check
stops
around.
looking for the rest of the neck and just stands up and his eyes narrow.
Connor, with that roll, I want to check around like the base of his neck and see if there's any scorch marks or anything from an explosion around the neck.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Looks like bomb collar work, maybe.
That means they're coming out this way to scope.
Huh.
Poor
So
fella.
was he with the family or no? We're too far out for this guy to have escaped, right?
How far are
Like,
we?
they would've
from
blown
the
his head
last
off.
pla-
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, how far are we from the last place that we fought the family, like where we gathered Jeremy?
How far are you? You were... you came across the Harbingers after that fight. You were probably around here-ish. So, yeah. You'd probably be a little bit further down, closer towards the arch than you are right now. So a bit away.
I would like to scavenger.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Specifically, I'm trying to figure out. I want to find something or items of some sort that can tell me: did this guy escape and manage to get this far before they blew his head off, or was this guy like with the family as one of their like hired goons because they can't do anything about it, and he did something wrong and they just left him behind and blew him?
Yo.
Phrasing, I know, but that's one hell of a feature. Okay, I'm done.
Probably wouldn't be scavenger for this. I'll go ahead and say just don't use scavenger for this. You won't find anything.
Okay.
Judging off of what you've found already, what with his outfit, he didn't seem to be wearing what the other members of the family that you've seen usually wear, which are like old but fashionable black pressed suits.
Well, no, he definitely isn't part of the family. They had talked about how they were going to use slaves as like manual labor or soldiers, so I wondered if this guy was traveling with family as one of them. Or he escaped from the arena proper, because I'm not sure which.
Roll wits again, I guess.
Anytime. 6.
Hard to tell.
Boo.
This does appear to be a campsite of some sort, though. One that was semi-recently abandoned.
How recently?
Probably a couple of hours before you guys arrived.
Oh shit! Like that recently?
Is it a big-looking campsite? Like, how many people does it look like this campsite was for?
Maybe 1 or 2.
What way are the footsteps from this campsite? Can we discern like where they went? Does it look like this was a warning of some kind? Like, what's the deal with it?
Make another wits.
Okay. 11.
Fortunately, the high winds haven't really blown away any footprints in the dirt. It seemed like the footprints that stop at this corpse were running sort of down the road where you guys are going. And you see 2 more sets of footprints going up and towards the direction of the arena.
Okay, up towards arena, and what was the other one? One more time, sorry.
Heading downward before they stopped at the corpse.
Okay.
So they were searching for this guy and found him, I guess. That's what I think I'm getting from this.
Does that seem what it's like?
Difficult to say.
Not sure it makes it long around here.
You can make whatever inferences you like about this.
I don't know too much about the inner workings of slavers like the family myself. I could tell you back when I used to run with the White Razors, we didn't really have anything like this. Everybody was a member of that raider group. And they didn't have anything like bomb collars or anything like that.
We will make them pay for every life they have taken.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, not exactly liking how fresh this campsite looks, so maybe we should get a move on.
I think you're right.
Alrighty. You move on.
Poor fella.
Your journeys take you down a road you haven't traveled yet before. Don't mind me. I am just seeing where you guys are at geographically. Yes. You see around you just your standard stretches of road, dead trees, going through old neighborhoods, large stretches of dirt fields as well, with the way you're moving downwards. And this continues on, and you are, for the most part, not experiencing any interruptions in your journey.
Always nice.
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 I miss Kirk. I wonder how he's doing.
Kirk and Pepper.
Don't mind,
Yes.
Kirk and Pepper.
don't mind the salt truck that just drove by.
Just want to imagine he screams off in the distance, "I'm fine!"
Oh.
Thank you for asking!
Oh, Godspeed,
Oh.
sir!
Oh
Godspeed!
my god.
God,
So violent.
doing God's work here, Kurt.
I like this cow.
Pepper was a good cow.
Pepper is a good cow.
The best cow.
As you continue making your way down the road, following along as best you can with the suggested route that Bossman pointed out to you, your surroundings begin to look slightly familiar. As you look to your right, you notice a couple of things, the most catching of which is a large golden building.
Golden?
As the sun slowly rises towards its apex, the light reflecting off of this building could only be described as golden. As your eyes adjust, you can see it appears to be sort of gold-colored plates set in squares around this building. Some appear to be broken, but for the most part intact. And you also catch a glimpse of what appears to be a W that is set in a series of circles. But that is far and away from where you are traveling now.
To the right, you said?
Yep, to the right of you.
So, west or like in front of us to the right?
Right here.
Westport.
Oh, Westport. Yeah, we're not gonna go there yet.
Not yet.
That's a bad place.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Lots of trouble there.
And as you do, how about all of you make me some wits rolls?
Oh
Oop,
no.
it's that time again.
Fine.
Oh god.
Let's try this again.
13, baby.
The apex
7.
gets an 11. The apex is back.
Okay, and Point Man is gonna do this as well. Sheesh. Good job.
Oh god.
All of you sort of stop as you feel a presence watching you. And Apex, a familiar set of sounds takes over your ear as you hear the insectoid hissing of a rad scorpion approaching your position.
No.
Well, it's that time again.
Do I?
You
do
all
I
notice
see
it.
where it is?
Yes, it
All
is
right.
approaching. You're currently. Let me go ahead and see what your battle here would look like. You are sort of on the road and sandwiched in between what appears to be an outdoor mall and some form of business building. And the rad scorpion is skittering down towards you from an incline on sort of a hill that leads up to this building.
Oh my god. It's his brother, Squirparoth.
Don't
Is it,
say that, please.
With
And,
that in mind,
while the apex cannot hear the music, it looks hostile.
you are reasonably certain that it is hostile.
What
Is
do
heading-
I think with my 13?
You think it's heading your direction, and you can only assume.
Apex immediately charges it, wanting
Okay.
to get some new licks in his new armor.
All right, you're charging the rad scorpion.
Gonna bare my claw and just try to like rake it from like the little soft tissue right under its neck straight down its back.
Okay. And what are the rest of you doing?
I shoot it with my gun.
Okay, you shoot it.
I'm gonna go ahead and flank the other side that Apex is attacking.
Okay.
Gonna
Am
pinch it on in.
Am I close enough for a shotgun blast?
You're not close enough for a shotgun blast at this point. You could.
And I will do a SMG.
Okay. A smg.
The smig.
The smig. All right, Apex. You're gonna try and tussle with this thing. Give me a body roll.
Try to eviscerate it. 10.
10.
Alrighty.
I
As
run down, scratching the dirt with my claws.
the rad scorpion brings up one of its own claws, but you, with your immense strength, backhand the claw away, giving you an opening, and you stab down into its claw, and it lets out a. It doesn't appear to have slain the creature, but it does look hurt by that. Cynthia.
Yes.
You are shooting at this thing, so go ahead and roll body.
Boink. 8
Right on.
with a rifle.
Indeed. You're far away from it right now, but yes. So you fire your rifle, and the shot sinks into sort of the base of its tail, and the stinger seems to go limp, but this thing is still kicking and fighting. As Apex, you take 2 damage because you are closer.
Oh, is it radioactive?
No, you're just the only one that's close to it, and
I rolled a 10 in my body check.
I'm trying to determine how this would work in this situation. She's farther away, but she didn't quite roll the huge success.
So you're close, and the basically AoE of mine not fully making it is attacking you.
Yeah,
How I intended the game to work.
For now, let's just ignore that. Let's just ignore the damage for now. Something to discuss. The shot goes off, but it does still seem to be fighting. That would bring us to Alvin.
All right. I'm gonna jump to the other side that the Apex is fighting, and I'm gonna go ahead and slam it real hard with my power fist. Just bang.
All right, roll body.
What about 10?
All right. And with this thing about to bring its other claw down on the apex, you leap up from behind, and your power fish sinks into it and crushes this thing's head, and it goes limp.
Save me a bullet.
Woo!
The rad scorpion is dead.
Apex
Well-
goes about harvesting meat and more shell.
All right, go ahead and roll me some wits to try and carve.
That is a 10.
Woo! Alrighty, let's see what you
Look
get.
at you.
Let's see what you get. Rad Scorpone.
Mhm.
The Apex was playing Monster Hunter.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
What do you get? What do you get? What do you get? What do you get? What do you
What don't I get?
What don't you get? You harvest a rad scorpion egg.
Whoa.
The caviar of the awful plane of existence that we're on.
Delicious. A rad scorpion stinger. And some rad scorpion meat.
Right. Approximately how many pounds would I be able to carry of that?
Oof. Let's see. Probably about a pound.
A pound of rat scorp meat. All right.
Pound of rad scorpion meat. Too much and it'll get your other stuff all sticky and goopy.
Ew.
Ew.
But yes, you
Yeah.
you managed to keep this in your pack somewhere.
Did you say there was a shopping center nearby?
Nearby?
You said we were sandwiched between a shopping center and a office
It's
building or
sort
something?
sort of like an outdoor mall sort of place. And then a let me see what exactly this is. Ooh. Is that yeah. It's sort of a larger building and a larger building to your right. And then to your left is sort of the outdoor mall sort of place.
What's the building have any signage or anything on it?
You see it appears to be a pool and spa supply store.
Huh. Interesting. How far away are both those choices? Like,
Not-
can I just
The
just a couple feet away? What?
the larger building is not very far, or is up a hill where the rad scorpion was coming down from. Neither of them are too terribly far away.
Like, if they're kind of on the way, I'd love to stop by and do a little scavenging.
Sure, you can stop by and scavenge some stuff. See what you find. I'll have to figure out what damage a pool noodle does.
We just cave in this thing's skull, and Louise is like, "That's done. Is that a Kinko's?" And just runs into it.
That literally is her thing. Like, I'm done. Woo! Can I get some basics here?
Just heelys into the Kinko's.
Meanwhile, Apex just wondering like what kind of a flail he could turn this scorpion stinger into.
Oh my god.
Appears to be full of venom.
Just wiggling the tail.
I
And
shouldn't
who
have
hit
looked at
'em? They ain't gonna know what hit 'em.
No, it's venom. Barumdum.
Alvin's pleased with himself, caving in the rat scorpion skull. Morning maintenance complete. They work fine.
I mean, I will call out to them as I go. Just be like, gonna go scavenge. BRB.
You want me to help you?
Yeah, if you got the time. I clean that stuff off your fist though first.
Yeah, no problem. Take a shop rag and.
You degoop your fist of the
There we go.
sort of whitish ichor from this rad scorpone, and you join
there we go.
Louise in doing some scavenging, while the rest of you, I assume, just sort of stay put.
Just carving through the rad scorpion.
Okay.
I'm assuming that takes time.
Yeah. All right, Alvin and Louise, go ahead and roll for me some wits rolls.
I
Woo!
will specifically roll scavenger. Oh, 5.
No.
In a pool supply store, you're not really sure what you might find that would be useful, unfortunately, Louise, and you're just sort of scratching your head, looking around. This place feels largely untouched, just simply due to the fact that people wouldn't know what to do with most of the stuff in here.
Sadness.
Does Cynthia know how to use any of the chemicals for anything?
Cynthia will have to come with us.
Oh,
Come with
Yeah.
us, Cynthia.
okay.
Scavenge.
Join us.
I learned it from her. You
scavenge,
learn the same.
Yes.
It'll take
Point Man
Apex
will
a
look
while to
after
learn.
Apex. Don't worry.
Okay. We're gonna
Yeah,
be
I
making
have
it
I have a
creepy.
babysitter. It's fine.
Okay.
Point
Point
Man
Man
looks
keeps
down.
floating over Apex.
Point Man looks down and clears his throat.
So you're, some kind of butcher or something?
I'm the Apex. Saying it as if
I
that's
s-
all that needs to be said.
I see.
Meanwhile,
Doesn't
Uh,
even look up from the rad scorpion.
Yeah, he's carving the rad scorpion. So he's some kind of butcher. Just looks up, doesn't look at Point Man, narrows his eyes. I am the Apex.
Well,
God.
As he looks off to
Okay.
the distance.
I mean, there's chlorine and antifreeze in here.
Huh?
You can take them if you want.
Party time.
Sure.
Those de-icing pellets.
Louise has given up and is amusing herself with pool noodles.
Yeah. I'll take some. What you said? Chlorine and
You have a gallon jug of antifreeze.
Okay.
And another gallon jug of chlorine. You can do with that what you will.
The power is yours.
You could make
Hey,
Jeremy
chlorine?
drink it.
Oh,
Chlorine hurts eyes.
That's true.
No,
It
we
does.
need him for something.
Cynthia comes out with 2-gallon jugs. I have a feeling about these. I'm not sure what yet, but I'll figure it out.
nice jugs.
Well, thank you.
Let's see. All right, could be all kinds of good things in here. Rubber hoses, gaskets, couplings, whatever that is.
You find God. In terms of like the more mechanical stuff you can find in here, there's like pumps and heaters, automatic cleaners.
Automatic cleaners. Exotic. Tell me more.
There's sort of, you know, those things that you sit on the bottom of a pool and it like scoops up all the algae.
the thing my mama has in hers. Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking it was some like weird Fallout shit. No.
Just the
How
normal
many
one.
pool stores are in the Fallout universe?
I don't know,
Well-
but I would grossly wheeze if I found one.
There's this one.
Well,
Maybe in the
you
New
found
Vegas
this one.
Let's see. What was the thing you said before the pool cleaner thing? Pumps, right?
Yeah.
Lift one up. Hey, Point Man, we need any pumps for anything? Anything you need pumped out?
Maybe. We might need one to... Might need something to, for the generator by the river. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing.
Didn't think to ask Boss Man before we set out.
Nah, I didn't think either, but that might be good. Heavy are these damn things?
Pumps? God.
Yeah. I know the one by... I'm using my mom's pool as a reference, okay? I know the pump next to hers is fairly meaty. What I love about tabletop, we have to Google up the size and metrics.
I'm looking up
of a
pumps.
pool pump.
Oh my god.
Yo, what are you doing over there, Connor?
I'm looking up pumps.
Just typing away.
Let's just say it's
Heavy.
let's just say it's like 10 pounds.
That sounds easy enough to lug.
Okay.
A heft and a lift on the bod of Alvin Bronson. Pump
You
acquirer.
find a pool pump and can add that to your inventory.
Hell yeah!
Wear it on your back, you look like a big daddy.
That's
Oh.
what I'm doing. Just take up the pool pump, clip it onto one of the loops on the back. Pack. There we go. We are now pumped.
You are pumped up.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now if I find a tube and a fancy talking nozzle, I can Super Mario Sunshine this shit.
Alvin!
You had to think of what flood sounded like. Don't worry, I did too.
All right. Assumedly, you exit the pool supply.
Louise looks disappointed in herself, but she just sort of pats Alvin on the shoulder and just goes like, "They grow up so fast."
This thing's gonna help out a lot of people down in Riverside. Or at least go ahead and just get the water out of a flooded room, I think.
Ah, proud of you. Just proud of you.
Oh, thank you for teaching me, Miss Louise.
I do what I can.
Alrighty.
Ready to hit the road
Red
again?
Scorpion's beat. I'm ready to hit the road. Got a nice little extra, too.
Apex finishes wiping viscera off his hands. Yes.
That dice hit the floor again.
All right.
Continue on.
You continue on downwards.
Soldiering on.
You soldier on, making your way
Yeah, we're gone.
further down the road.
There we are.
The dark is scary.
The darkness. Ooh.
Oh no! It's a glam rock band from the 80s in the present.
Nothing much else happens as you make your way towards this small little section. You see a local church, what once was a church, on the side of the road here.
Pretty dilapidated.
Yeah, pretty much. About as dilapidated as every other building around here. And you move on to what is starting to look like familiar territory as the old Maryville University comes into view once more. I dropped the dice again.
No.
It's okay.
It's been
I am
so
a monkey,
long.
and I'm picking it up with
I
my feet.
remember what happened at that university.
Library.
Library.
That's
You
right.
met a dude who was ex Caesar's Legion.
That's
I
right.
found-
That
That's not where we
guy.
met Bo. We met him up further ahead. Yeah, the Legion feller.
I found a bouncy ball.
The most important find of all.
Apex agrees.
And
Let's see.
without any further incidents, you continue on. If you'd like.
I would.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
Isn't this exciting?
It is.
Oh, yes.
I wanna
We're
learn.
cruising. We're cruising.
Oh my. Okay. On your way, you see what appears to be two men walking up the road to come and meet you.
Oh.
Apex once again. Suspicious.
Anything about them look abnormal?
Make a wits roll.
Okay.
Hmm.
Are we all doing this?
7.
Apex gets a 12. He knows
An
what
8.
he knows everything about their shit.
Yeah.
Nothing really sticks out to the rest of you. Apex, you see that they are armed, but they're not currently brandishing their weapons at all. Both of them appear to have been having a conversation, then they look towards you and sort of scoot to the side of the road, wanting to get out of your way.
I think we should just follow suit. They ain't hurt no one. Alvin just
Fair
runs
enough.
walking over to the other side of the road. We both got a big, fat, wide distance.
As long as they're staying out of our way.
Cynthia immediately averts eyes and tries to make her synth-ness as unviewable as possible to these people.
Okay. Ha.
Louise looks at the general candor of the group and opts to stay silent as well.
Dear great hole in one. Guide us safely.
As you walk by, you're now a bit of a distance away, but actually would White Man probably also hear this. You sort of hear them picking up on their conversation as they continue on, and you hear muttering under their breath. One of them says, "Man, what a bunch of freaks."
Doesn't do anything, even though it feels like it.
You know, words hurt, sir.
Apex wants to tell them so badly that he's the Apex, but he wonders if they'll even care.
Oh my god.
Alvin just shrugs. These things happen.
Gives Apex a pat on the shoulder. Some people ain't worth it.
Bigots. You'll find them everywhere around here.
At least that's all they are.
Most of them are harmless. Most of them.
Well, again, if that's all there are, that's fine, but we got enough firepower to take care of anyone who wants to mess with us.
You continue to walk. And you continue to go unimpeded for the most part. Having a rather interestingly smooth journey here.
That makes
Why are you saying it like that?
Hi.
I don't
Because
like it.
Because I'm rolling really low.
Yay! I know, but it's just
The journey
find a way to make it
feels
scary.
smooth.
I don't trust anything.
We're so close.
Sephiroth is at the door impeding us.
Oh my god.
How is there another pool supply store? Fucking
Oh
Really?
my god. Well, this is probably that area of town where everyone has a pool. Or had a pool.
Westport's gonna have like the best pools ever.
Man,
They got a big pool. The water is blue. But not like a healthy.
An actual pool?
But not like a healthy blue.
Oh, like a
Like-
radioactive blue.
Like a
the
radioactive
color of the
blue.
Nice.
Oh, sweet cobalt!
The blue that makes you want to drink it for some weird reason.
Nice.
Apex
Oh, so it's like that.
Punch!
Why do I imagine Apex just wants to jump in there?
No.
He's licking his lips.
No.
No.
But that's not where you're at right now. Where are you
Mothman?
guys?
Because that's how you
Where?
get Mothman.
That's how you get Mothman.
The
Moth.
The moth.
Man. Yes. Okay.
The Mothid man.
As you continue making your way downwards, a sight comes into view that is nostalgic for you, Cynthia, and also probably Point Man as well, but a sight that is very much well received by the rest of you. It is a large building.
That's right. We've never been to the Super Duper Mart. Have we?
No.
You have not.
We had it marked on our map from people that we met, but
It is a rather large building that appears to be sort of heavily eroded. You see like the letters Super Duper Mart in what appears to be mismatched font and size out front. But you all know this to be a pretty great place to grab some things if you're in a pinch. Also can probably be a quite dangerous one if it is occupied. Raider gangs are known to hole up in these just to sort of have things to live off of for quite a while, but known to be quite well stocked as well.
I'm really sad I wasted my scavenger on that pool store now. I didn't think we'd get to the Super Duper Mart that quickly.
Can I look and see if we're in danger or not, if there are people?
Sure. Go ahead and roll cleats.
Okay. 8?
I want to say it so bad.
What? Say what?
From your point,
No.
from your point of view, it doesn't look quite lived in. You don't really see anybody else around here, but
that's what you meant.
you can't quite say the same for the inside of the building either.
Uh-huh.
Say the line,
So you're
Connor.
saying I don't.
I'm saying you don't see anything.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Oh, I love that this has become a thing.
PTSD.
Just say the thing. He said it.
On the outside, at least.
I want to take a witch roll too before a completely different thing.
Okay.
It's off of what you said earlier. Raider Gang has been known to hole up in these.
Oh.
Alvin's
Okay.
looking for signs or symbols of either his old crew or other crews that he used to butt heads with.
Right on.
Oh,
Or, fuck what I said.
You don't see anything.
Oh my god.
You said it again. That sentence is like a
None-
bomb on my soul.
Isn't it?
None of the usual telltale signs of the White Razors or any other smaller gangs that you may or may not have heard of are here. That you can see, at least.
It should look safe enough to explore if y'all wanna. Either that or we could go ahead and just mark it and just head on down to the museum.
How late is it getting in the day?
At this point, you've been on the road for a good long while. At this point in your journey, it's probably been about 6.5 hours since you set off. The sun is starting to set, but you've got a couple of hours of light left, you think?
We're probably gonna need to hole up somewhere for the night, but you said we would know that's not a terribly safe place if people come around.
Generally people know Super Duper March to be pretty well stocked with things, and so it's frequented by a lot of scavengers and other people.
If we have to hole up for the night, I'd rather do it at the museum than here. Less chance of company.
I'm thinking the same way.
Probably not a bad plan.
Like I said, I don't see any of the telltale signs, but it's hard to tell. Going inside, Lord only knows what's in there. And we're not pressed for supplies right now, so I think it's best.
Put a pin in it.
The pin is stuck, Louise.
Okay.
Oh, Alvin, you have a way with words.
Thank you.
You move past the Super Duper Mart, making a note to visit it later, probably, and you continue on. Unimpeded.
Hey,
The
Man,
best.
I'm getting
Hey.
Prince Division rolls right now.
nothing wants to step
Awesome.
to the apex.
hey, Connor. Hey,
Yes.
Connor.
Yes.
We don't see anything.
Suddenly your window opens and Monty flies in like Peter Pan and bequeaths you her fuck you dice.
We have though, like, we did have that one rad scorpion, so take her, buddy.
Throw anything he wants at us. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
You begin to walk down through a place called Daughtery Ferry, which is a nice looking neighborhood. Or it probably once was. The road is nicely paved. Not as cracked as some of the other roads you've seen. It's sort of a secluded off little part of the world. And as you inch closer and closer, come on. No, not that. As you move closer and closer and further down the road, things start to come into sight. That probably not a lot of you have really... Okay. clicked off the tab.
Oh no.
Oh,
The misery, the pain,
The Missouri.
fury of misery.
You pass by a large beige-looking building. And as you continue to get closer and closer, you Oh, come on. I would like to get a look, please. Sorry, there's a lot that's going. There's a lot that's going on here. You walk down the road and pass a set of train tracks, that have probably not seen use in centuries. And you see a large beige-colored building. And you see what appears to be an old, really small-looking, bright red train on some tracks that similarly looks like it hasn't seen much use in years. And right outside the building, you see that it says the National Museum of Transportation.
Ooh.
ooh.
In sort of small silvery font. And as you approach and get ready to explore the guts of the vehicles of yesteryear, that's where we're going to end the session for right now.
Hey.
Bye, Austin.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Austin.
Austin.
Fare thee well, Austin.
I can't wait to go in there and we find a live horse. It's like the first vehicle.
Oh God.
It's just horse skeleton. I was just like, oh,
The horse looks
that's
over.
right.
Yep.
Horse is like a beast.
I love a tweet I saw. Was just like, the first horse to ever be ridden. Just quote,
What the fuck?
What's happening? What are you doing?
Oh my God.
This is weird.
So this is episode 20.
This is
Yes.
episode 20, yes.
Episode.
It's
Isn't that wild?
waves, right? Wave files?
Wave or MP3. I don't think it matters all that much.
I would do waves if my Google Drive wasn't for some reason connected to the Unexpectables files, and I literally cannot load a wave because I have no room.
Oh,
Literally.
I can load
can't
MP3s
even.
though.
weird.
Yeah, this is episode 20, and welcome to the
Wow.
National Museum of Transportation, everybody.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Just so many encounters we didn't have.
I know. Connor's like, yeah, I know.
You didn't.
You avoided so much suffering. When I loaded up my random generator, it was like 1d3 super mutants, and I'm just like, oh, what I wouldn't have given.
Again, you're gonna have to get some fuck you die hard dice for making us suffer like Monty has.
I've got several.
Yeah.
I might try a different set next time, but mine is green that I use for this one, and Fallout is
I
green.
heard Monty boils.
Yeah.
What does
metal
she use
dice.
again? The rainbow dice?
Oh yeah, the rainbow dice.
or the fuck
Gay
you
dice.
dice?
They got gay dice.
Big gay
Guys.
dice.
Oh,
Big gay
I thought
dice.
Monty
Kill
went
your
ahead
players.
like. I thought Monty just went ahead and like boiled the metal dice in blood to thoroughly curse them against you.
Oh my God.
Well, I can't wait for you guys to explore the Museum of Transportation and find out its secrets. Who next time?
Yay!
As the wheel turns, I'm sure
shall
the secrets in the Museum of Transportation will be moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
They can't all be zingers,
moving.
man. It's okay. Okay, I'll be here.
Moving. I.
Like a cow.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably go ahead and de-introduce ourselves.
Oh.
Caitlin, where can they find you, and what are you up to this week?
You can find me all over the internet at boobsmcbalrog. Here on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/boobsmcbalrog with zeros instead of O's. You'll probably be seeing a lot of updates about Tribe 9. I'm working on that show, and I'm in that show. Some cool news will be dropping tomorrow, so keep an eye out on Twitter or Monday, I mean, for that.
Yes.
Beep, 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 beep. That's all my brain has. That's all the room it had.
Right on. Rabbit, where can they find you, and what are you up to?
Hey, what's going on? I'm Rabbit. Funny hee-hoo man on the internet. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Hey Mr. Rabbit. I stream Monday through Friday. I stream horror games, retro games, and RPGs. Come on down. All kinds of fun stuff. We play games like Inscription, Omori, Max Gentleman Sexy Business, Grandia, Breath of Fire, all kinds of really old RPGs of the yesteryear. Also, I'm looking forward to Lost Ark. That comes out next Friday, I think, which is kind of like a Diablo-ish game. I'm gonna be real with you. I've been looking forward to that game for many years. I don't want it to suck. Every time I see an ad for it, I'm like, please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. Most of my streams used to happen in the evening. I've moved on to more of a daytime thing. I kind of like it. The reason being is because a terrible wizard used a wish spell, and he wished for me to have a normal sleep schedule. And now I'm cursed with this irascible feeling of tiredness around 2 in the morning. And I sleep and I wake up at 9 and I don't know what to do. Do you know that there are breakfast menus? I had no idea. So, in addition to that, I do things on Chair's channel on Mondays at 9. 9 Eastern. I do things with Connor on Tuesday. We play tabletop at 8 Eastern mostly. And on Friday, catch me on Ed's channel on Fridays around 8. And also coming up soon on Sundays in the afternoon, still working through it, I'm going to be doing a tabletop game where I'm going to be playing in Vampire the Masquerade. It's a pirate-themed Vampire the Masquerade game.
Ooh.
It's really sick. I like I said, I play like a merchantman pirate venture. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got going on. That was a lot. I'm sorry. Gorgeous.
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
Laney Pator, where can they find you, and what are you up to?
Well, Connor, they can find me all over the internet at Lanny Pator. If you're not all role played out over here, feel free to check out my channel at 5 o'clock Central Time on Monday, where Connor, Caitlin, myself, Shadow Dancer Bob, and Takahata 101 join us for the ties that bind on Roll With Me. This got a little upcoming dealy with you got to deal with some undead mind flayers, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time. And on Tuesday, I'll be starting up Sifu, which I'm really excited for. I love intense, fast-paced, rhythmic martial arts games, and that one looks like it's gonna be a zinger. Pop in for that. That's me.
Alrighty. Sarah, where can they find you and what are you up to?
I'm on Twitter at Sarah with an H and with an E. Willie. Literally, I have nothing new to shill. Yeah, I'm good. I got nothing.
Alrighty. And they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and youtube.com/distortiondub. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday. Be sure to check out Dead House Sonata and also my DM's Guild for some 5th edition subclasses that are coming out pretty soon here. My recently rebuilt Discord is where I'll be holding a poll to see which subclass I'll be working on next.
Caitlin.
What?
Did you go?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
She went first.
Yeah. Head was empty.
I guess my brain is fried.
Yeah, the post-session lethargy wave just
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It
I've
was
been there.
Very, very dramatic heavy at the start.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we can find me doing my shit. Other than that, I'd like to thank our wonderful sponsor for this evening's escapades that really wanted you guys to get to the museum unabated. Die Hard Dice.
We appreciate it, Die Hard Dice.
That's
Die
right.
Hard Dice!
That's hard. Right. My Die Hard Dice only rolled above a 10 3 times tonight. Which means you only got 3 events that happened. One of them was a church. The other one was a pool store, and one was a rad scorpion.
God damn.
Sorry if our mission wasn't so pressing. So wait, that church randomly popped up. Does that mean it's a mobile church?
Who knows?
Or is it there forever now?
She's been following us.
Have to wait and find out. And you can find out about great savings if you use the code Unexpectables ! So you can save 10% on your order at dieharddice.com.
What a deal.
All right. And I'm going to read out some business to round off the night here. We got Crabius, the Great Crab Pourer. Thank you for the 100 bits. I wonder what Fallout game set in the UK would be. Any opinions or location ideas you guys have?
Give me a chance to
Manchester.
go there and talk like this, innit?
Scottish Highlands.
Ooh.
Gulp. Deep London.
In London's an obvious one, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Manchester, I'd say too.
I think
Yeah,
there are some
Manchester's, yeah.
I think there are some locations in the Fallout universe that were just completely destroyed because they never wanted to go there at all.
Oh, York would be really cool. They got all sorts of cool history. It's so neat. Got a big wall and everything.
Still need to go to more places in the UK. I've been to Scotland, specifically Edinburgh, and I've been to London, I've been to Newcastle. I guess I've also been to Windsor.
The other countries I visited were Canada.
Yeah,
That's the
nice.
end of my list.
Depending on
Canada
what part
Fallout
of
would be cool. I mean, think of mutant mooses.
Ooh.
Rad beavers.
Oh,
Seeing as
God.
Seeing as how Canada was annexed from the United States before all of this happened. Probably not a lot of bleed over. Not sure what's happening up there.
Factually pristine. Nothing happened. They somehow dodged every single bomb. They just keep looking down past the wall they made going,
They're
"What's
over
weird
there
down there?"
nuking each other. What should we do? Nothing. Let the pricks fight amongst each other.
Oh my god.
Oh, God, it's that video again. Australia's like, what's going... Canada's like, what's going on, eh?
Oh yeah, fires and missiles, but I'm really tired.
Well, then have it.
Emily-
Fires and missiles!
Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. My family used to have a Chow Chow Border Collie mix. Her name was Teddy, and we called her Chowder.
Oh, ultra cute.
Magic Ninjago, thank you for the 100 bits. My first dog was a Bichon Frise.
Ooh, Bichons are nice.
Are you saying that they were a Friche on a leash?
That was always a fun one to do on Guitar Hero World Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oathbreaker John, thank for the 100 bits. I kind of want to make a D&D mystical being based on this dog. Yeah.
Is that dog?
That dog. That dog. That dog.
Yeah, that dog. Get that dog. Get that dog.
Magic Ninjago, thank you for the 100 bits. Wait, are the sales going on right now? I'm a former Girl Scout, and I need to get my tag-alongs. Ooh, tag-alongs. Also, yeah, I think they've started selling Girl Scout cookies now.
Yep, they were
Yeah.
out front of the grocery store today.
I just ate some today, so yes.
Luke the Lucas, thank you for the 100 bits. Just so you know, chlorine, turpentine, and ammonia... Ooh. Should I read this?
Probably,
I mean, it's
probably
Google
not.
Info.
What happened?
Nothing at all. Thank you for the
Okay.
100 bits.
My innocence has been secured. Of
We
what's
don't
left.
want to teach terrorism.
Oh,
Ugh.
Nothing happens.
okay.
The Atom Bomb, thank you for the 100 bits. Today's episode was
How
brought to you
fitting.
by Die Hard Dice. So good, they will blow other players off the table like a nuke and nuke a soda. So you can taste the radiation. Magic Ninjago, thank you for the 100 bits. And on Thursdays, while Rabbit tries to get his butt back, Middles has an identity crisis.
True.
You lost your butt?
Yeah, when I played Digimon Cyber Sleuth.
Oh no,
you
it's
don't
my
bet your
butt.
butt.
It's like, but the thing about it is like it eats your body and like your soul lives on as like digital data. It's pretty fucked up. And I'm
Oh.
like, Digimon is a entry for children. That man clearly died.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
But like to joke it up and whatnot, I'm like, it took my ass. And then I just go through the entire game killing these weird alien monsters in the hope that one of them will contain the data that gives me back my butt.
You are a man on a mission.
I am. I'm driven. If any eldritch being takes my butt, I will go to the gates of Riley and go, Cthulhu! Cthulhu, give me my butt back!
Oh my gosh.
Belongs to me.
Sure that'll work too.
It's my butt! Not yours.
Stiller Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, my name is Mr. Dalliard, your personal robo-assistant. I'm here to provide you with all your needs and desired compliments. And if you don't like that, fuck off. I do what I want. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the elite bits. You guys are happy, and it makes me happy. Oh.
Yeah.
Aw.
Magic Ninjago, 10 years of Spinjitzu, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Connor, I've actually got something that's been bugging me lately. Where are the Rams? Are they still in St. Louis? Did they move back to LA? Or did they move back to St. Louis? Last I heard, the Rams moved from St. Louis to LA and haven't looked back. The traitors.
You just gotta go ahead and make another team called St. Louis Sheep.
At least you're not stuck with them anymore.
Ah,
Yeah, they can't hurt you no more.
that is true. Luke the Lucas, thank you for the 10 bits. Sorry, guys, just a chemistry nerd. Didn't mean any harm. That's okay. Just, you know,
Being safe.
yeah. Don't want to give people any odd information. Final finally, Papusa Monkey, they were the 100 bits. Meanwhile, in the 2077 Stanley Cup Finals, those Americans haven't been the same since the bombs dropped, eh? At least their hockey's improved.
The puck, smooth skin.
Get the puck.
It looks like a wonderful day, and the St. Louis Smoothskins are going in. Will they bring back the Stanley Cup?
Yeah, the St. Louis Smooth Skins. A primarily ghoul team, and they feel it's very offensive.
Oh my fucking god. And finally, Magic Ninjago, thank you for the 100 bits. To be fair, the Rams were in LA first. I see. Well, we should probably go find someone to raid. Who's on?
Sense to me.
Who's on?
It's on. Arkoff
Arkoff is on. Actually, I should refresh this. Might have more up-to-date information.
Their pod's on, Arkoff's on.
Shadow Dancer Bob is playing some
Monster Hunter Rise.
Let's
Ooh.
go ahead and
I
raid
heard
Bob.
Shadow
final.
I don't think we rated Bob before on here. So let's do that.
Let's raid some
Do
Bob.
it.
This is an easy one. The message is Shame Cat.
Oh yeah.
It's a roll with me one, but it's one that'll hit him
Yes.
specifically.
Need you all to put Shame Cat in the chat.
Shit. Cat.
Shame.
That'll be our raid message. Take care, everybody. We'll see you this Wednesday for another Unexpectables one-shot, and then some Prince Division on Saturday. Take care, folks. Have a good bye.
Bye-bye!
Take it easy.
Bye.